Naya, why are you laughing now? Why are you laughing? Oh, Ruth. Welcome, Ruth. Are you sure I will even use my glasses? My eye is paining me. And this glass is giving me headache. I'm coming. Just give me 1 minute. Naya, welcome. Ruth, you are welcome. I am back. Was this something? So I'm back, guys. Can you guys hear me? That's if I'm even talking to anybody safe. Thank you, Naya. How are you doing? Happy New Month. Happy Art Wednesday. How are you doing? Naya, I don't think I've ever seen you on somebody's life where you jump on the link to talk. Wait, let me even drop the link. Come, let's discuss. Naya, I'm dropping this link for you. Come, let's discuss. Today we are discussing about why married women cheat. I'm not even bothered about married men because according to them, they say it's in their DNA. I don't know. I don't know who gave them that DNA of cheating. But why do married women cheat? That's what we are discussing today. Now I have dropped link for you. Click on that link. Let's discuss. I haven't gone live. It doesn't matter. Just click on the link. You will come to it. Naya, I've dropped link for you. I don't know what you are saying. I don't know what you are waiting for. Click on the link. Come, let's discuss. It's in everyone's DNA. Cheating is in everyone's DNA, Abi. Nzube Chikatrin. I just finished watching your video, like we are just asking. But before I even attack you, say who made you and Josie in-law? When did you and Josie gonna become in-law? You're not even saying okay, your daughter will marry the son, is that your own son will marry the daughter and they use headset. It doesn't matter. Now I don't even understand. Use your phone, click on the link and Ashley is my hobby. You know what? Oh, my kid just left. Okay. They will wake up. Oh, they will wake up. Nzube Ashley is not your hobby, Joe. Hey Joe, I'm asking why do married women cheat? I'm hearing small gossip that very soon DNA will be Josie, na you dey attack me. So you be here since and you are quiet. You be here since you are quiet. Abeg, you know say Nzube never marry. She no wan introduce the bobo to us for now. Me now, I fit get son tomorrow. Can I apply? Before Zubi will now come for me. Silver rose again. Ah, sorry, we are not dragging it. We are not dragging the in-law. Answer me, why do married women cheat? I heard that very soon they will legalize DNA test. Is it DNA abi paternity test? That any woman that put to bed now, they will do DNA test so that they will know if the man is. And so many women are saying no, they don't want it. Is it they don't want it out of maybe my partner doesn't trust me, or they don't want it out of I'm cheating on my husband? Josie will let your princess make her choice. Naya the Miss China. Zubi, don't even say that one. Don't even say. I know you are beautiful. That your son will be handsome, but calm down. Be calming down. Yeah, be calming down, Joe. This question now just came up on my uh, party on Sunday. Why married women cheat? I said okay, maybe we use it and do live so that people will air in their opinion. If you guys know why married women cheat, so you people should tell me. And I think it was Chiyomi that was trying, calm down, is it your booking? I think it was Chiyomi that was trying to answer that question then, that married women cheat because this topic is interesting. Ngwan, in your opinion, let's know. Say married women cheat because their husband is not taking care of them. Everybody was like, even some people that their husband is taking care of them. If I don't get Igbo man to marry my daughter, okay, if I don't get Igbo man to marry, my daughter will get. But are you looking for Igbo man? Go. You that like kenke, that care where for Ghana go gree you live. I would have greeted you in your language, oh, Josie. I learned something. I heard that Akwaba is welcome. Part Akwaba. Okay. Are you? Can I attend? Can I attend with my phone? Please, if you should let me know. Can I attend a premiere with my phone? If it's possible, if you should let me know. Let me do it with my phone. Okay. No wahala. I will maybe watch later. I will catch up. No, you can't, please. Okay. I will catch up later. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you guys. You guys should go and attend our training and come back. And tell people there that hot discussion, hot discussion is going on here, so that when they are done here, they can move to this place. I will catch up on the video if I'm done here. Yeah, there are so many reasons why women cheat. One is lack of communication. Yeah, Josie Corner, I believe that one, lack of communication. But are there some things that can enhance the communication? I'm trying to bring my book so that I'll be writing it down. Lack of communication. Some women don't really communicate to their husband because of maybe past history, past experience. Why women cheat. First point, lack of communication. But Josie, are there some things that can enhance communication in in a home? Because I just kind of Thank you very much for coming back, Subi. I'm here now. Madam, I'm here. I'm waiting for you. Host, where are you? I'm here, waiting for you. Mary Queen. Uh-uh. Welcome, Jerry. How come I did not see you? This glass is confusing me, oh, but my eye is paining me. Mary Queen, how are you doing? How is baby doing? I was about to call you on phone. Zubi, I've dropped the link. I'm waiting for you. Asanwa nwaanyị ọma.
Abo Ebelife. Inukwa inukwa asanwo nwaanyị ọma. Hey
Zubi, find
God.
me work now. See as you dey fresh. Ma follow you dey fresh like today's bread.
Aboha nani fresh. As I with all this stress within my eye.
I need the stress. They need them the stress.
My sister. Ike Ogulu.
Yeah, Mary Queen, I saw you host. You are muted. Yeah, I was on call, Jerry. Zubi, Pico, let me hear from you. Why do you think married women cheat? Naya said it's in everybody's DNA recording. Then Josie, I'm
Well,
waiting for
really,
her to come
truly,
back.
if
Yeah.
you ask me personally, when they
Yeah.
say men cheat, men cheat, if a woman decides to cheat, a man would never find a trace. So I
I'm
feel like
telling you.
women actually have more traits. They have a higher trait of cheating than men self. But it's just that you've decided as a woman to control yourself because there are things you don't want your kids to come to grow up hearing about you. There are
Thank
footsteps you
you,
don't
Yo
want your
Yo.
children following, and all of that. Do you get? If not, women
Yeah.
have women. But first of all, I want to say that regardless of what it is, no matter the situation,
Oyoyo is
cheating
saying, see my
shouldn't
Zubio.
be there's no for me, there's no justification for cheating. There's really no
Yeah.
justification. If the marriage tire you, just leave the marriage. Even as a single person. Sis yo,
The
greetings.
response
If the
passed
marriage
on
tire
to
you, leave
the
the
eye.
marriage. If the relationship tire you, leave the relationship. Do you understand?
Because
There
we
are
are
people who are married and they are still going outside. And there are people who are single. They are single, they are not dating, and they are not nobody is servicing their engine. So I feel like it's more about control. But on the other hand, I wouldn't want to just pass. Let's not look as if I'm passing judgment like that. Some women are
thank you very much.
being some women are being maltreated emotionally. Let me start like this. Some women need their body. One person know they do them. That's the truth.
Yeah.
So the same way men say they want to eat egusi and eat okra. Some women are like that. They want
Okay.
varieties. There are women that are like that. Because if you ask them, they really don't have any
Cogent
reason to
reason.
do that. Yeah, the husband treats her well. The husband takes care of her financially, and he also mommy, and he also provides for her. he's there for her in the other side. Do you understand? But she really
Yeah.
doesn't have a reason why she's doing this. So some people, they their blood, they their body. So that those kind of people, they don't have, is Jesus Christ as your remedy. Then there are people who are being maltreated. They are being starved emotionally. They are being starved. They are being frustrated physically,
Mentally, even
mentally
mentally.
as well. So, like, I know someone that said since February her husband has not touched her. I know
I'm
someone
laughing because customer keep shouting your name. Zubio, you are shaking his table.
who na serious. You
Yes,
understand?
yes.
So
Yeah.
I know someone that said, she said to me, I knew that she was already frustrated for her to even open up to me because me and her no get business. She said since February her husband has not touched her. And meanwhile, the person her husband is servicing the engine is on the same street. He goes there to pay his tithes morning, afternoon, night
Hi.
with no shame. But he doesn't touch, since February he has not touched her. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to encourage her to go outside? She said if not
This
that she's
has
someone
no
that has
balance.
I'm telling you, even though that she's the one that has self-control, I say please be controlling yourself like that. Because the day you do, now your own, I go there outside. The man, they will not even remember, they won't even talk about his own self. His own will not even be a case at all. So just keep controlling yourself. It's not like it's how it's supposed to be. Okay. Um Cause rep, what did you say I did to you? She should touch at host. If the hobby didn't touch her, she should touch her hobby. Not be when the husband won't make you agree. Okay. When I now asked her, I said, have you tried talking to
But
him?
because you
Maybe there's
is
an
making
issue.
sense, so
He said, do you know what she said? He said the husband said that she doesn't have respect for him. That how will the bowler stand when the
it's not
respect is not there?
even it's not even cause rep, oh, it's Oyoyo word that is saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not about the touching. The thing is, will the man respond? The man say the thing will not answer because the wife does not respect him. All of a sudden, your wife doesn't respect you. See, the things that that woman does to please that man, I'm sorry to say, even me as a single girl, I'm not sure say I fit do am. The things she does just to please her husband, I'm not sure I can do it. She goes out of her way, so I don't know what else she's looking for. Mr. Sai, you're going to another, my boss wants to put mouth in this matter. You're going to another direction.
Allow him to put his mouth.
No, but hold on. Wait.
Let's hear from
Mr.
men opinion. Oyoyo said, I know that my husband is entertaining another woman. Okay, if I know that my husband is entertaining another woman, I don't even know how to deal with it.
Let me tell you what his
Marriage
problem is.
is
Let me
not
tell you what his problem is. His problem is that from what he said, he said the woman he's with now is not out of love, oh, is what he's gaining from the woman that is his own. It's the financial aspect that he's looking at.
the
When
man
he
that is
married
not
this
touching
one,
the wife.
yes, when he married this his wife, the wife had a good job. See, that's why I say when I say some things, some people think I just come out to say it for
He
saying
said,
sake.
marry somebody
He
with
married
sense.
this. Yes, now now the woman, the job is no longer there. The love has
But
vanished.
do you know that this thing has been my trademark? Anywhere I see Nzube, the first thing that will come in my head is marry somebody with sense.
Yes, see, if you marry someone that does not have sense, either male or female, you are finished. You are
Because
gone.
rep is looking at you one kind like, what is she
I don't
saying?
have this time, I
Same
beg,
thing.
and I am going to time here, and my foot here, and my foot John Bosco, I'm going to my foot John Bosco. I
Good,
don't have
good,
foot
af-
here.
good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me, please?
Yes.
No, I can't hear you.
I
Okay.
can hear you,
So,
consider.
I
for me
want to.
personally,
You never
for
talk
me
finish.
personally, for me personally, I tell you, say I don't talk finish.
No
Can't jump
problem.
enter
Talk,
my mouth.
talk, talk.
So for me personally, yeah, if you get to that point where you have to start, suffering yourself. Because I mean, the Bible says you should not deny yourself. I cannot. No, I'm
Yeah.
single now and I'm celibate. I cannot not be married, and the person will not tell me, "Are you mad? It's something. Are you
And the person
crazy?
will not be stabbing you.
Are you?
Like
I
all the
don't
thing you've
get
been
it."
waiting for.
No,
What is it?
some people see some women are nice though to even go and be fooling. See, you come back home one day and you see plenty different kind of sex toys. I won't even let you touch me anymore. I will just have one room, eh? And when I'm moaning, the whole compound will even hear.
Ọbara
Some people
Abaku.
don't.
Hey, hey.
Cause them see my innocence view.
The girl no innocent at all.
No, some people, if you say you want to be mad, if as a wife you're doing the right thing you're supposed to do, do you
Hey,
understand? And one man now feel like he wants to come and frustrate you. You never
hey.
ready to show that man shaggy. You are not ready.
The
You are
table
not
you are
ready.
shaking, the table
It's
you are
love.
shaking here. Anyway, talk
It's
finish.
love. It's love. It's love. It's love.
Are you two talking, Zubi? Yeah, because I don't want to stay long. I just you were
Don't
good
talk. Oh.
afternoon,
Cause
everybody.
let's hear from guys as
Good
well.
afternoon,
Let's hear from
everybody.
you. Why do you think married women cheat? Absolutely. I want
Good
to know.
afternoon, good afternoon, everybody. Uh-huh.
You're
Um,
welcome.
uh, Good afternoon, co-host. Anyway, I want to
Una see me see cost rep. I don't understand.
I want to first of all appreciate all of us for yesterday.
Hey,
So much for the love and the care, the support. I
cost
really
rep,
do
no vex.
appreciate.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
You are looking like a woman that they married new. The way your face is looking, this thing.
I am a lively human being just because of what I'm passing through. I'm lively naturally, very lively. Forget say one thing. I am lively initially. There is no dominant with me. Forget say we call you the door because one thing or the other. I am lively, so forget it. Don't worry, I'm fine. It will take time, but I'll be fine. We move. And so, like I said, I want to thank everybody for yesterday. I really do appreciate from the bottom of my shika deep. I want to thank all of us. Thank you so much for everything yesterday. Yes, I didn't want to come, but Zubi was just shaking the table and shaking the table, servicing engine, servicing company. Everywhere was scattering. The area was shaking. My table here was shaking. So I said, let me come out and show face before Zubi spoil my table for me. Okay. The truth is that the topic should not have been one way. The topic should be two ways because not just women cheat, men also cheat. So you cannot just come and give a topic and say why do women cheat and it becomes a women affair. Nah, it is not. Nobody is perfect. We have men that are worse than how do I call them? They are worse than. It's like it is cost. People, we still have women like Zubi said, if they don't sleep with a man in a day, they cannot survive. It's both men and women. So maybe later you will
Yeah,
face the
we are just looking at the women angle today.
for
Maybe
me,
next
for
week
me,
we'll
I
look
am
at
a I
men angle.
for me, I am a man. I will not come and tell you should have put women alone. I judge both ways. So it's not only man that cheat or only woman that cheat. It's both ways. So later, edit it. Why do men stroke women cheat? So that they will know that yes, you're talking on both sides. Because now, well, maybe you said you are mute.
Why
Please
do
hold
people
on. Wait,
cheat?
somebody wants to talk.
Why
Talk.
do people cheat, right?
Yes.
Like why do people cheat?
No, don't
No,
put
no,
people.
you
Just
got to say
why do
Why do
women?
men
You
slash
put
men
slash
cheat?
women. If you call people, just put men and women. So that women are talking about the thing. It's really that
Okay.
most of these things are environmental. Most of these things are visual. Most of them are spiritual. Most of it are infatuation. Some of them are confusion. It depends. Because you will not tell me a woman you loved and got married to all of a sudden becomes something to you that you don't love again. I am not married. I'm not talking about those who are married. I'm talking about in general. A relationship can be the same thing. So how did you see her the very first time that pushed you to go and meet her and tell her, I love you, I want to marry you, I want to be with you? What has changed? I don't know if you understand me. What has changed? So it is either spiritual, infatuation,
Ah, you're welcome.
environmental,
some
structural. It
people
depends on the
not
factor.
spiritual. Sometimes, sorry, Cosrep, sorry to cut you. You
Yes.
see, this thing of every Nigerians in particular, I don't want to talk about other this thing. Any small
Yes.
thing, they will say they use something to tie the man. Sometimes nobody is tying anybody. Sometimes
Did you
nobody is tying. Listen, the
did you hear
foundation.
what
Hold on,
did you
I heard
hear
you.
hold on, I was the one that was talking before. Hold on. I've not finished talking. You hold on first. That was why I didn't say one. I gave you lists of reasons or how it can, if it's
Infatuation.
not spiritual, if it is not spiritual for Mr. Obi, it can be spiritual for Mr. Ezekiel. I have seen a particular man who cannot stay a night without sleeping with a woman. I have seen a girl who cannot sleep a night without sleeping with a man. That cannot be that cannot be natural. It
Oh,
cannot be. A night, different men. Are you kidding me? Is that natural? It cannot come. So it comes with different factors. So most of the time, I don't like
If the
judging people because
child, if the
I
child
don't
will
know.
come,
I don't like judging people because I don't know how they started. All I'm saying is that it is not really actually one's fault. Peradventure, it can be the structure of the woman. For example, when the man married the woman was slim. All of a sudden, she has given birth to 1, 2. She becomes logos and bogus, and the man doesn't like fat people. Peradventure, when the man married the woman was fat, and she eventually comes and becomes slim. Peradventure, the man doesn't like slim women. I
Hey,
know the
hey, Ross, Cosmos, I'm gonna cut you short there, please. He wasn't marrying the woman, he was marrying the
the person
glass
marrying the
figure of the
status.
woman, right?
we
That's
are
where
moved
the
by what we
problem
see, my
is.
sister. We are moved by what we see
Let
at
let me
first.
cut you short there. Somebody cannot tell me because the woman added on weight, that's why you're cheating.
You have not heard
No.
it. You have not heard it.
Wait, I know it's excuses people make, okay?
Yes, that's what I'm saying now. I'm bringing the
It's
excuses out.
those are excuses because you don't expect a woman to have first child, second, third, and remain the same. Let me use
Honestly,
myself. I'm sorry, my family, they are still sleeping. So I'm in my daughter's room. I hope my
Oh,
husband doesn't wake up to hear me. And when I got married, I was size 4. My husband will go to the store and
size
buy
four.
clothes from the mannequin. That's how he
size
buys
4,
me clothes. Sorry?
size
Size
4.
four.
Size 4, yes.
Wow.
Ooh,
And I did like size 4, okay?
ooh.
But he liked it.
That's
And
my
that's
spec.
yeah,
As
that's what
now.
he likes. So I remember when I had my first daughter, I was eating burger morning and night.
Now so
Within
that
1 month, I gained 10 pounds. I was jumping. He was mad.
he was
I
so
told
happy.
my doctor. My doctor said we are now start having heart. How was it called again? This thing where you eat a lot of bad oil cholesterol thing to be pumping your
Um,
heart. I can't
yes,
remember.
yes, yes.
My doctor
I know what
now
you're talking
told me.
about. Yes, I know what you're talking about. It
My
makes
doc
you uncomfortable when you are in breathing or so.
heartburn, heartburn.
Yes, that's done.
Heartburn
Yeah.
Yes,
also.
My
yes,
doctor
yes.
told
Every
me
woman.
that do I want to kill myself? She's an Argentina woman, so she was like, Felicia, you know better. You're not from this place. Don't come here and start packing weight like them. She didn't want to specifically say, but Americans are very fat.
Yes, they
So
are big. They are
they
big,
are
not
really
fat.
huge. That's where you
Ooh,
see size 44, size
I'm
20,
telling you,
22, for
I'm
a
telling
woman.
you, 48.
So I was happy because I gained weight. All my life, I've been lepashos lepa. So I
I'm
was
telling
happy.
you.
Then my husband said, even up to yesterday, he said, ha, Oyoyo, see the girl, my little girl I was holding on his hand. Now Oyoyo is now robocious. I say, see, Oyoyo is not robocious. Oh. That you were not there with me in the university. If I wear jeans, I go wear shorts inside before I wear jeans. So
They
don't
they
just come.
guide you.
Now I'm liking my body. You're telling me I'm robocious. So don't go there. Okay. So he had to accept it. Now I wear size 6 to 8. He's not happy. Okay. If I'm gonna do exercise today, it's because of health wise, so just to be healthy. That's the only reason I'm doing. Not I want to lose weight. I told him I'm not ready to lose weight except my stomach. So that's not the reason why a man should do what? Start cheating on the wife.
Yeah.
Okay, they use that as an excuse. No, you can still be
But
robust.
but we have heard it several times. I
Severally,
have
that's what
seen
I'm
it.
saying. It's
Yes.
wrong.
So just
People
telling you
should
what I've
stop
heard or
using
what I've
that
seen.
as an excuse. How about their
So
pot belly? What are we talking
Thank you.
about?
How about
The
their
way you
snoring
married your
habits?
husband, he wasn't that pot. He didn't have pot belly initially. So are you now going to
Oh,
say because he has pot belly now you're going to start cheating?
let me tell
No.
you, please, sorry for cutting you short. I have seen somebody like me now. There was a lady, will I say a lady or a girl? Like, let me use the word. There was a lady I was with before. She told me that you were asleep. I was asleep before. If you have watched my journey video, you will see I shared why when I was very leprous. I was very slim. But immediately I came, I said, no, I have suffered enough. I want to add weight. So when she saw me add weight, she now said, you look different from when I met you. I don't think I can be with you again. Let me tell you, it depends on people, no? Not because of the person you feel you love. If the structure changes, I have seen families break up because the man will tell the wife is now becoming fat, she eats too much, she wasn't like this when I married her, and that's why I'm tired of her. I like size 4,
He
now she's
should go
size
and sit
44.
down.
Okay, I'll tell him to go and sit down. I will
Uh-huh.
definitely tell him to go and
Please,
sit down.
please
I
He
will.
tell him
should go
to go
and
and
sit
sit down.
down.
He needs to go and sit down. Do you
But
He
expect
should
him
go
to
and
be
sit down.
giving the
I am
woman?
telling you, it is both ways. I have seen women also complain
I know,
about it.
but what I'm saying is it's not a good reason for anybody
At
to
all.
cheat. It's not.
It's true.
They
It's still
should
not a
they
good
should
reason. But
simply come and
it
say,
just
I just
happens.
want to try what is out there. Some people will tell you that it's in a man's nature that men are hunters, so they want to
Like,
hunt down, they want to
it's
do
not all
this.
men. Me, I don't cheat. So how come? Where is the talk? Where is no one coming from? That's the
You
problem.
say not.
I don't even get one now talking of
What
to
did
get
you
two.
say?
You see, it's funny to me now because me, I don't even have one now. Talk more of having two. And will you not say
You know,
it's in Nigeria
when
again
I
to
hear
see?
about cheating, it's very, very common in Nigeria, honestly. It's not that men here don't cheat, oh, but when they remember the responsibility that comes with it, you package your one money and put it
I'm
right
telling
where it's supposed to be.
I'm telling you, have you paid your daughter's school fees and rent finished to come and be sitting with extra? How you
You
dey pay?
repackage the one money by force. The one money will behave.
So they are saying it. I will be surprised. Me, I don't even have one now. They're talking about cheating. With who and who, for example? Are you? So you see, it's not really true. So let's get the fact that yes, although they say it's not DNA, it's for those persons who want to. It's choice. It's by choice.
Yes.
I,
Yes, is what they actually wanted to do that. So there is not it's not because of their wives. Then again, for the fact that a woman is giving birth is not the reason why she should pack all the weight in the world. I completely am against that. Completely against that. Somebody will say
that
it's
is
because
when they don't take their bath. That is when they don't eat well. That's when they don't clean up. They like tying wrapper. Was it wrapper you were tying before? There are things that men want to see that will
see
ginger them.
wait till they see. Eh?
Okay.
What
Okay.
Wait
type
till
of
they
area?
see that
What?
you haven't seen finish before.
The truth is that we what do you mean? What are you calling me? What do you mean by calling? Why are you calling me? So you talk to you. Oh, let me tell you, sis. Let me tell you. For me, I like seeing those things.
Eh.
Which thing? Which thing?
No, don't worry. See, you don't understand those things. You get it. If there's something like me seeing it, you
Azuka
understand me.
and
The body will be
Nkiru. Like Azuka and
yes.
Nkiru. Let me make it simple for you.
God bless
Nkiru
you,
is
Chika
Azuka.
Adibia, all of them. I'm telling you.
Mm.
And it show them not because you have given birth. You don't open the tire wrapper. You finish cooking, and you go to sleep with
You
the
serve
onion
it.
smell. All these things. I
Eh,
have heard though. I've not married, but I've
really?
heard.
A
Yes.
man that wants to cheat will cheat no matter what. Even if you like wear bomb shot, the man will still cheat.
Praise
That's just the
Pepper
truth.
Vlogs. You're
The point is
welcome.
this: people should know when to draw the line. You understand? And for women, I'm an advocate for women. So, what I say
Yeah.
for the fact that you have children is not reason for you to pack all the weight in the world. It's not even because of the man. For your own health, for your own
Yeah.
True,
sake, for
sister
your own
Yo.
person.
True.
You
Yeah.
understand? I've never seen somebody who is fat and say, "Yeah, I like it because I'm fat." No, I'm talking now. I'm talking about size 6 and size 8. That's what I am. But my husband wants size 0, size 4. It's not gonna happen. And as we get older, we add a little weight. Our hands start looking like Christian mother hand. You understand? There are
Yeah.
things you can
Mm-hmm.
control. There are things you should continue to look good. Not because okay, children. No, no, no. Don't use your children as an excuse. When I see some people, even those that are doing mukbang on YouTube. I say, you mean this person is gonna finish this food? I'm still shocked, but I say, okay, maybe it's for video's sake, or maybe they don't even eat half of the food. They will just show us when it's done, you know. But we should be careful what we eat. I told you guys how I gained 10 pounds in 1 month. Food can make you add weight. That's the truth that we are not telling ourselves. Until my doctor sounded it into my
Tell you
ears
also.
that, see, if you're not careful, and after I started experiencing heartburn, I said, no, 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 that's not healthy way of living. Why would you be eating burger morning, burger evening? It doesn't make sense. So I had to cut down and go back to eating my homemade meal. When you eat
Yeah.
homemade meal and eat the right one, you still not gain a lot of weight. Except if you're eating pounded yam in the morning, pounded yam in the night, you will gain weight. But you can substitute pounded yam for another thing, or just small pounded yam, a whole bowl of vegetable. So having children is not the reason we should pack weight. But that's not why I jumped into this thing. I jumped here because they were talking why women cheat. There are several reasons why a woman will cheat. If a woman is in a home and the man does not even recognize the woman in the bedroom, that's enough for a woman to cheat. It's not everybody that can
Exactly.
endure it.
Oh.
Zuli
Mm-hmm.
was talking about a friend that has a husband. Then down the street, the man is servicing somebody. Man, if I think of that alone, I don't even know how I'm going to handle it. At some point, that girl is going to explode, whether we believe it now or tomorrow. She's going to explode.
Yeah.
She might decide to like get her own boyfriend somewhere so that they will be servicing each other differently. Or she might decide to walk out of that relationship. So it all depends. Then my friend, my best friend from university, she told me that at some point in her marriage, her husband will come home, the bola will not stand because he's busy servicing somebody outside. So they were in Kaduna, and they believe in those kind of charm. There's thing they do. A man will never, get the thing working in his home. And that's what my friend told me. She called me on the phone and was like crying, telling me, I say, how do you know that I don't believe in those things? She said, you not understand. You won't understand, Feli, that those things work. I say, you mean somebody who use juju and make your husband not to be a man in his home? I said that if I don't believe it, that I should ask someone else. You understand? At the end of the day, where is that marriage today? The marriage is over. Okay, it's over because she couldn't continue. It's not that you're being a father to your children. You're busy being a better person outside, and when you come home, you ignore the people in your home. There is no way that woman will continue to be in that kind of circumstance. So when people say women cheat, the woman can't just wake up and start cheating on her husband. There must be a reason behind it. But a man can easily wake up and cheat because he has seen a sexy thing outside. We are wired differently. So for a woman, there must
Very
be a
true,
reason.
Sis Oyoyo.
Yeah, and for a
Very
woman to
true.
even cheat sef, I think it doesn't just happen. It involves her emotions
Yes.
Yes,
and all that.
Motions.
It doesn't
it's
just
it's a
happen.
pile
Yes.
up thing. She must have been piling it up, trying to like figure it out. And when she can't figure it out, someone else might give her the charm she's been missing. And she's not
Please,
so okay.
let's.
Maybe I
I
should do
I
this
I stand to
without.
disagree with
Hold
you.
on.
I,
Hold on.
Course ref,
See,
can you?
let me tell you. I know of someone. That's why I use myself as an example. Me, I cannot deal. In fact, you see what they say a man will not do well in the other room, then the woman will keep quiet and be dying in silence. If I don't do well, should be you tell me. If you don't do me well, me, I will talk. I'm not feeling it like that. It's not doing me well. In fact, I'm not okay with it. If it's not okay, if you're not fine with it, you find a solution to it. I can't be dying in silence. I'm not. I don't even think I can deal with all of that
Zubi,
self. Do you
let me
understand?
come in there with what you said now. There are two
Yeah.
different things here. A man might not be doing very okay in the other room. It could be a different reason. But for the fact that a man is cheating on his wife and ignoring the wife is a different ball game. You understand? You can
Yes.
decide to
No, I'm
okay.
only using that. True. I'm only using that as an example that I would be the kind of person that would stay quiet in this kind of situation. That even when the man is not doing well, talk more of when he's cheating. Do you
Aha,
understand? That's
okay.
what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So I won't even be the person to even keep quiet. Do you get? So it's either, and I won't be the kind of wife that will say, okay, if you waka finish, make it come back. If you come back, don't give me infection, uncle, or come and give me one disease. So please, I cannot even deal. As you're pitoing us, not those your pito that you're pitoing outside. When you are pitoing it, just stay there with them and be pitoing the thing. Do you understand? I would find a way to probably sort myself out. And if I see that I cannot deal, God forbid, it's not what I want, I'll quietly walk away from it. It's not a
Rosie
do or die
Kate,
affair.
you're welcome.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
I'll just walk away from it.
just like Josie said, that lack of communication is one of the reasons why women cheat. Zubi, I like what you're saying now, that instead of you to die in silence, it's better for you to speak up, okay? You know, some women, they will know
Pick up.
that maybe those people that have, most people that had ex, their ex is doing them in a particular way they like and not that, and the husband is not meeting up, okay? Instead of them to speak up, they will just be there dying in silence. See, I believe that knowledge is transferable. If there's a way you want your husband to handle you, why not teach him and see if he will not learn?
Thank
And
you.
as you're teaching him, don't expect him to do it overnight, because it's a gradual process. First of
Exactly.
all,
Yeah.
he will have to sit down and swallow his pride, like, it's my woman that is not telling me what I want, but that's to say I'm not doing it well. But as time goes on, he will now see that, okay, I need to, like, make it up to my wife, try and do it the way she wants. Let's see. Okay. So I totally believe with Josie that lack of communication is one of the
Yeah,
things
the
that
thing,
leads
people
to
should be open
women.
in their relationship and not
Yes,
just open here
yes.
talking about finance, open talking about
Thank you
children,
very much,
open
Josie.
talking about the bedroom
Thank
matters.
you very
People
much.
should be
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
open to
People
discuss
shy away.
bedroom
So
A
matters.
lot of
unsophisticated
people shy away
brothers and
from this
sisters,
conversation.
yes, they shy away from it. When you are telling them, just be like, praise the Lord,
No, no,
hallelujah,
no, no,
everything
don't be
is
See,
holier
okay.
than thou. Which praise the Lord?
I
Stop it
know,
there with the
I
praise the
know
Lord.
someone, I know someone who was really, really close to us. She was married. And at some point, she couldn't be, and she's beautiful. She couldn't bear it anymore. My sister, if you see the hot boy, not man, no, hot boy that was cleaning her engine. And you know, the worst thing is to go and experience what you've not experienced. The brother was doing even the things the husband could not do. So she became emotionally attached from her husband at some
And
point.
to be
Ah,
Her
difficult
husband,
to
her husband was
to
like a lord in the house. Do you understand? It wasn't like a husband and wife relationship. She had tried to bear the thing for years. I'm not saying it. That's why when I started, I said there's no justification for cheating. I'm not saying that's a
family.
justification, but
Yeah.
I'm only telling you, it got to that point. This guy would, the things this guy would do to her, the things and how he pays attention to her. God, at some point when the husband
See,
wants to, the days when he wants to now
it
say he
didn't
wants
happen
to,
to
overnight.
me, a woman shouldn't be in a man's house and be doing that rubbish. Okay? If you
See,
which
think
is
you
it
can
true.
didn't happen
handle, take a
overnight.
bow.
Yeah,
Take a
yeah.
bow
It
True.
and
didn't happen
leave.
overnight. Maybe she has been confiding to that guy, telling the guy, you know, women now, we're always looking for each other to lean on. If the
Please, sorry,
guy
I have
is
to go.
So
agreeing, if the
I'll
how
guy,
come back.
how they started, how they started, I really don't know. I'm not into, that's why I
it's
said when I
through
started,
communication
before I
now,
started
it's good
talking,
money and
when I
saying,
started
how are
talking,
you?
yeah, when I started talking, I said there is no justification for cheating. I do
Exactly.
not support it. Do you
I don't.
understand? My mom has been a single mom for say 20 years now, okay? And never for once as a single mother did I ever see a man knock on our door. If we look for our mom right from when we were small, we know the three places where we would find her, the two places. It's either in a church or in her business place. These are the two places. She didn't even have friends. Do you get? So that is why, you know, somehow she got to, with her character and everything, she taught us self-control. Did she have men running after her? Yes. The ones that have money, oh, the ones that felt they could change her life. Oh. Even while I was when I got admission to go do diploma, you know, um, I told her then, I said, we're talking one day, and I said, mommy, you should get a man in your life. She just looked at me and said, will you close your mouth? What do you know? Do you understand? Yes. She was like, shut up, people. What do you know about man? Do you understand? So it's not like I don't support it, but we must tell ourselves the truth. These things happen.
Yeah.
Some
Of
people don't
course,
have that boldness
we
to.
don't we know they happen. But what I'm saying is this: if a woman can't deal, a woman should leave the
She should
marriage.
go.
You can't just
She
be
has
in your
actually funny enough, she's out of that marriage right now.
yeah, you can't be in the
Funny enough,
marriage.
she's
You go and have someone else and still come back. What kind of
Kiki,
conscience do
you're
you
welcome.
have? That's the way I
Yeah.
look at it. The same thing I would tell a man: if you know you can't be able to
they are both
maintain
they
this
are both
marriage,
they are
walk
both they are
away.
both guilty of the same thing. The man was doing the same thing. so the both of them are guilty of the same thing. Her own is that she
Imagine.
had to bear it for, yeah, she had to bear
It,
it for a very long time.
this is
For
so
years, for over
common
10
back home.
years.
It's so common. When I mean, I'm not here trying to like justify men here, because I can only say for the circle of men that I know here. You understand?
Yeah.
This is not what they discuss. You don't see, yeah, that's my side chick. It's not common here. And again, the society, you understand, the society is what is making this thing very rampant. You see young girls in their universities, they are not looking for young boys to be their lover or whatever. They are looking for sugar daddies, you understand. They are the
Yeah.
ones also helping to continue the trend. And then the men, because they feel with your money you can buy anything or you can get anything you want, because they have money, they think they can get any woman, and that's the problem. Unlike here, you can't tell me because of money. They don't care about your money. If they want to sleep with you, it's for free. You understand? A white woman will not even ask you for anything. But the people that might ask you or demand for something from you are still your fellow colored skin people. I was reading on a blog, I think Linda Ikeji. Blessing CEO is saying that a man is supposed to give somebody transport money after a date. I say, what happened
Yeah,
to the
Oyoyo, no,
So
Oyoyo,
there's
let me tell
one
you where
like
that thing started from. Let me tell you where that started from. There is this talk, will I call it a podcast, that Nedu Wazobia, I don't know if you know Nedu Wazobia, the
yeah,
comedian, the guy that does all these skits.
uh-huh.
So there's a podcast he does with that his guy, husband material. So they get to bring in ladies, or mostly I've been seeing ladies to talk. So there's this lady that does skits with him. The lady is very busty. So they're talking about I've not watched the full this thing, but the short video I saw was them talking about um should a woman
Hello.
should, hi Rosie, should a man pay a woman's transport? So the girl with the that is busty says
My
first of all that
network is not.
to go to go on a date in Lagos is quite
Papa,
difficult.
don't please come.
Now, to make your hair, no, to have your makeup done, you spend like
Imagine.
30K. Then before you dress up, blah blah blah. That's where that conversation started from. Just trying to tell you where it started from. Did you
Everything
get?
is
When
material.
I heard that thing, I was so disappointed. But see, if you're going towards that material aspect, Sister Oyoyo, it's not just about the young people. Just like I said one time, parents are also encouraging these things. That is why their children will marry today. Tomorrow, you hear they're not compatible. I'm telling you what is happening
yes.
right now.
Yeah. Parents
You
are
bring a girl
encouraging that
home,
kind of
the
support.
father is not asking you how the girl's character is. The family, are they good families? Do they fear God? Do they have something decent doing, that is earning them money? They don't care how they make the money. What they want is the position and affluence. That is what they are after. That is what's happening now. They don't care if you can keep a home. They rather marry the girl who cannot even pick a pin, but she has the money to pay people who would pick the pin and do everything in the house. If now that one you won't go, that's what is trending in Nigeria now. I don't know for any other
Do you
parts.
know that somebody was telling me yesterday that he's looking for a rich woman to marry? A rich woman that will be
That is
cooking
what
for
is
him.
trending. I said
That's
that is
the
what is
poor
trending. So that
mentality that
one,
is killing Africa. That is poor
ah,
mentality. There was one video I did when I started my channel newly. We're going for a birthday party. Do you know here, if they invite you to a birthday party in a restaurant, make sure you put money in your pocket, because you're paying for your dinner or you're paying for your meal. And here, if a man is taking you for a date, most of them that are very weird will also want you to contribute in the payment. You share the bill, because everybody knows here that you have bills to pay. You understand? Unlike our mentality back home, a man is supposed to give you transport money because you're going on a date and you want to wear
they
one
tire me,
million naira
oh,
human hair. A man should cater for it.
tire me.
Things have really changed, though.
Oh, I saw one, I think it's podcast of 50 Cent. Stephen Harvard was asking him, who is supposed to pay on a date? He said, whoever it is that is initiating the date will foot the bill. Like, as simple as it is. If it's the
Yeah,
lady that is
because a
saying,
woman
okay,
can
let's
ask
hook
you
up,
out here. A
yes,
woman can
you
ask
foot
you
the
out for
bill.
a date.
Whoever
Yeah.
it is that is initiating
Okay,
the date
woman can ask you
will
out on a
foot
date
the bill.
there.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Here in Nigeria, you'll be termed as cheap.
Aṣawo,
You don't have value for yourself.
aṣawo, na
That's
That's
you
how
the
dey
they say.
carry
mentality.
man
Only God
go
knows if
out.
that is what.
That's mentality. And when you see when you check out the trend that is going on back home now, you understand the divorce rate is on the high side. You understand?
True.
Because it's not what
Very
people
true.
expected that they are seeing. Because they were not doing their mathematics well. They were not doing their calculation well. They don't want
Instead of them to
husband
discuss
material
something
or
that is
wife
important,
material.
they are discussing of the latest restaurant, the latest ice cream. They will leave something that is important while they were dating and discuss nonsense. Eventually, they will get
Then
married.
tomorrow they will not
They
go.
will
Tomorrow they will not say, their pastor
they
should
are
go and
not
be praying.
compatible.
Make they pray. Say I no marry pastor. If I mistakenly marry pastor, you bring that kind of man. See that day that my husband will choose to pray. That's the day I'll tell him that I want him to do something. Prayer kill you there. You leave what you're supposed to be looking at. You will not look at it. Then when you do wahala will not come. You now expect prayer. I'm be cuddling my husband that day. I don't have time.
When they talk about this juju thing and all of that, you now ask yourself, is God really one? Honestly, because this part of the world, they don't know anything about juju or whatever. And they are very prosperous. You understand? Everything they are doing is working for them. And they still go to church. But back home, any small thing that happen, you run to your pastor and pray. It's not like that here. Who get time? Do you know? Let me tell you guys a story. There is a pastor from Redeem that came here. I think they brought them here. They met. I don't know how they became pastor anyway, but it was a Redeem pastor. When he got here, the people that brought them through visa lottery told them you have to get a job. The man said, no, 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 no. That his job is just to pray and all of that. They try to like educate this man. It's not like that here. You need to have a job and your wife will get a job. The man did not believe them. They were still living in people's home at the time. They don't know you have to pay rent. Then at some point, the people hosting them will tell them you have to go get your space. So when the man went to church now the first time, you know the way we give offering, first offering in Nigeria, second and middle and the fourth offering. The man would look at the offering they collected in on a Sunday service. It was $1 offering because they were Nigerian people that go to those churches. So the offering cannot even pay for the rent of the church. Talk more of paying your salary or giving you upkeep. So the man now said, okay, wow, things are different here. It's not the way I thought. And then, okay, that he needs help. What do you mean? You say I should get a job. So things are done differently. And I believe all these things are fueled by society. What is the society norm? What people are believing in? What people think? Okay. So that's another thing. Church, what I mean, pastors here, they work because you have to separate your money from the church funds. Not all the churches can afford to pay your salary. So you have to work
Exactly.
to earn a living, to pay your personal bill. If the church is getting offering, they will pay their rent. But back home, well, so far you're a pastor, the tithe and the offering is what you leave to buy private jets and all of that. So the mentality we have back home is one of the biggest problem we have. How can a woman go for a date and expect a man to pay for her wig, pay for her makeup? What are they reducing women to? Are we that cheap, or we got that gullible, or is it that we don't even have pride in womanhood? When I remember the likes of Linda Ikej that is trying to promote women doing things for themselves, making money for themselves. If you have it all, you will not rely on anybody for any penny. If you want to go on a date, you carry your leg and enter motor or take a cab or take a bus. You foot your bill to get there. You know what you're going to discuss there. You're not expecting a man, okay, now the date is over. Where is my transport money? That's the height of it. What are they reducing women to? That's why a young girl of 18 is already dating a man of 65. A young girl of 22 is marrying a man of 73. All because of money. And they will come on social media showing their glamorous life. And they won't show you the pain they go through in those homes. And young girls are being influenced. That's the way to go about things. It's so sad. People should start finding a way to change those mentality. But the way it's going, I'm not sure it's gonna get cured. If I look at the likes of Regina Daniels, you understand? Any young girl, small girl growing up will want to be like her. You understand? They
Very
want to be
true.
like her, but they don't even know if the man is getting to the other room as frequent as he should. You understand? So everything
Can
you see on
never.
social media, everything you see on social
Oyoyo,
media, people should not live by that. You know,
Oyoyo,
sometimes if
I
I look
think
at
you
Nigeria
forget.
Instagram, I will like call my sister to recheck. I say, is this all you're saying? No, no, this package, no. That most of those
Yeah,
things you see on Instagram are not real.
yeah, it's packaging. Yeah, Oyoyo, Rosie K
She
said
would
something.
know.
He said, my own is, I always say men can stay without cheating because when Niger men leave Nigeria, they stop cheating most time. Is it that they left the cheating games at the airport in Nigeria? See, even outside the country, they are still cheating.
No, 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 no,
Um,
no. No, I take that back. Even if they are cheating, you get it at 1% out of 100. So you can't really say they are cheating. Like I said it
See,
before here.
English prep said Rose dey still shit even in abroad because I don judge matter plenty here. Maybe from your side o, maybe the side you are residing Oyoyo, they don of ten cheat as much, but everybody is talking from their own side.
Experience.
Yeah, from their own experience.
Yeah, see, I'm not saying that they don't cheat. Remember, I said that before. But when you
Yeah, I
remember
know.
the responsibility that comes with the
Civility,
cheating,
yeah.
you package
Yeah.
your one, Madi, put it under trouser and zip your pants. You understand? Because the cheating can end up that the girl is pregnant. You understand? And she doesn't want to terminate the pregnancy. That means you're going to start paying childcare. The thought
That
of
one,
childcare,
I thought that one is mostly common here in Africa. In outside, I thought they don't care. They can do whatever thing they want and get away with it.
here,
Ah,
no, 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 not at,
wow.
at all. Do you know what it is to pay childcare for 18 years? You can't run away from it that you got somebody pregnant and you walk away like they do in Nigeria. It's not done. The state will hold your income. So you must
Oh,
take care of that child you brought to this world until that child is 18. So it's not the same. That's why most of them try to like control themselves because the aftermath of the 5 minutes fun is worse than the enjoyment. There is this
yeah.
I think is a Togo man that was working with my husband at the time. He just mistakenly got involved with a young girl, and the next thing it was pregnancy. The wife said that she's done, that she's moving out, and all of that. The man cried. When you see a man weep, because he's good, he now has, okay, his own kids are all in college, in the university, so you is like you're washing off your hands from, a lot of things. Your children are now independent and all of that, and you made one silly mistake. So you're going to start from the beginning, from buying diaper, buying baby milk, until that child is 18 years old. And if you refuse to do it, the woman will not pursue you, but the state will pursue you. With your driver's license, they will put a lien on your income. You can't even get your money until you come to their office and make the arrangement of giving that baby mama or side chick her own percentage in taking care of your child. So based on those things, it kind of help them to know where to, how to control themselves more. It really does help them to is here now. People go out with just underwears. They don't care. You can wear anything. They flaunt everything they have. They don't care. In the summer, it's like you're
And
like,
you see, and those men will still control themselves.
why you no
But
go
ordinary
control
small,
yourself?
small side of Manchester that will just show. The man
Hmm.
want to kill himself. He says it's the woman's fault. Yeah, 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 yeah,
They
yeah, yeah,
should
yeah.
leave
Because
women
if
alone. They
You are
should
because
leave
when
saying
they
women
give
what?
birth to
alone.
the child, family, and when they do whatever they want to do, and then the child comes, they can afford to leave the child. You just hear that the man abandoned the children for
Thank you.
20 years,
Thank you.
25 years. Then he will not show up later.
Mhm.
Ketekpa, ketekpa.
See, I heard
Thank
story.
you.
I heard one
Thank
story
you.
today that the man had family in Ukraine and came back to Nigeria and deceived one babe, even to the extent of getting the mother involved. Or maybe I don't know if the mother is not aware, but there's no way the mom will not be aware. This lady now find, I think it's Naya that shared it on her statue. Omo, The girl is pregnant. The guy just backed up, like his mind is shattered. His family is in Ukraine. He's trying to get them out. You just be like, I am not understand how, why. Like you see that some people are deaf,
When he
working
was
in
when he
The
was
question
doing
I'm
it, he
going
did not know.
no, the question I'm going
He
to, I
didn't know
mean,
his
he's
no.
in
family.
Ukraine. Is he a Nigerian woman or a Ukrainian woman?
I don't even know. I think
Because
he's
most of them, that's the part we don't get. Most of them here, because of paper, to get paper, most of them have marry women overseas to get paper.
But
Then some
Sister
of those,
Oyoyo, that thing is not for me personally. I don't think it's right. I've had someone that really, really, you know, in fact, he knew my mom. He wanted to marry me, but he was open to me anyways. He's in US now. He has a white woman as a wife. He told me all the plans. It was for paper, blah blah blah. But I wasn't ready to put myself through all of that emotional wahala. I'm not ready for that kind of
okay.
drama.
Okay,
I'm
put
not.
me in as soon
no,
as
If you're
you
going
are
to
saying
marry
let
her,
me
marry.
finish. Let me finish what I was trying to say. Most of them got married here just to regularize themselves, and then once that is over, they move on. Some of them divorce after 2 years of getting their papers, and they move on. But if you still have a family here and go back home to have another family, is a new trend. My classmate, he's in Germany now. Not my classmate, my schoolmate, my very close friend in school. He called me and said, "Do I know what is going on now?" So he was telling me from the men's perspective that because most of the children they are now having will never return to Nigeria. So most of them are going back to Nigeria to have new families. So in that kind of scenario, I found out it so seriously. A friend of mine, she lives in Owerri with 5 children, while her husband is in overseas, and she has never visited US for since she has been married. All her kids, she gave birth to them in Owerri there. I said, no, is she that dumb that a man will leave you there and then not bothering on how to get you over here or how to get that means there is something happening here that the man is not telling you. And I didn't believe that the girl could succumb to that. I didn't believe that she could. But she that's the life she's living. So it all depends. If that man in Ukraine is still a married woman, sorry, a married man, and went home to deceive a young girl, oh, the thunder that will fire the man is still warming up. Because that's the
He's coming.
deceit.
He's coming from Kaduna. No, what's the name of his? He's coming from Ukraine. The thunder is coming from
Honestly,
Ukraine.
honestly. So most of them, I would say, if they're already separated or divorced, most of them is just to get paper within 2 years, you get your paper, you move on. But some of them will not agree. That my university friend in Germany, he told me that if I see what he went through to separate from his Oyibo, I said, is that true? He said, if you don't understand. If I see what he went through, he had to go get a lawyer because the girl refused. Say, no, I don't love you. I don't love you. Finish. That's it. You understand?
Yes,
So
now, and you know that all those Oyibo, when they hold black men, they agree.
they know they
You know,
green now.
their men, they do them the way the black men, they
No
do
be
them
only
for the
their
other
men, no
side.
they do them. The bola
Yeah,
for a black man, na rod. Maybe their
now they
own now.
talk now.
Do you understand? So the guy we were very close in the university. So he really opened up telling me all the stories. By the time he finished, you know what he told me? When the wife eventually now came, when he married a Nigerian woman and brought the girl, and then they had their first baby. You know what he told me? Say, oh yo, do you know what? This my first child now is going to be my third child. I say, whoa, that means you already have two with the Oyibo. Saying na so now. I never see their picture before. That their picture even day Facebook, so that the Ushman will leave me alone. So a lot of those stories, a lot of those stories. When I mean a lot of those kind of stories,
Hey, Chineke, Obi Mbawa. I cannot.
Obimbo,
Chineke,
how?
biko. Onya laputakwa m, biko.
No,
No, I'm
let me know.
thinking of my own self. I can't even find myself. I don't even want that kind of thing. I told home. It's your kankubie. I will just
How?
I will just faint.
Faith
So
I
I'm
what?
can't.
trying
Let
to
me
write
understand.
justice for Zubio.
No,
Shall I
as
come and be
in,
writing paper?
women are strong. Oh. Imagine your husband
Very
having he's not well because he was trying to get something quite all right. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Then he has two kids. Then you remember that he has two kids with another woman. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know for anybody, oh, but me, I can't. I don't know. My heart can't take it. Then you still gonna marry the same person, and I know I can't. I just cannot. I can't. Then Obiabuluzi nke the white man will be living will be abroad with the husband. When he's coming back, he's been every night, he's with that woman. Then anytime, maybe after 2, 3 years, you will not remember to come back home. Then for a few days or a month max that he would stay with you. I can't even stand your presence. Yeah, I can't. I know fit.
Honestly, that arrangement, I don't support that, and I don't want any woman to go for that. If the man is going to marry and he lives overseas, he must make sure you get to wherever
You should
he's
go with
living.
me. Oh,
Yes.
I want
That
close
my
door.
classmate,
This one they
that
say
my
you give space. So this one they say you give space. Do this one. I don't want space. I didn't ask you for space. Don't space me anything. I want the closure.
let
I
let
don't.
let,
I
let
don't
me
want
let me
space.
straighten you up a little bit, Zubi. Let's assume you have a brother, and your brother, if happened to get somebody pregnant, okay, and then he got
Okay.
somebody pregnant, they had the baby, and then they couldn't marry because it wasn't the intention. They were just kids, or let me say young folks, and they got into it and all of
Mm-hmm.
that. So for the fact that your brother now has a child somewhere, somebody should not marry that brother.
Okay. Let me. This is the response I'll give to that. I have a friend. I have a female friend that has a child. Okay. She's not married to the father of her child. I understand that. I understand that aspect. But I feel like here, that is why you see sometimes I've seen situations where people marry people who already have kids and they begin to maltreat the children. I feel like it's a thing of if it's something your strength can carry. Do you understand? There are people
Yeah.
who have the strength to be able to. It's not everyone that can tolerate another person's child. I love kids. I love kids a lot. Do you understand? But I feel like it's something I need to process. I need to be sure. I need to think about. I need to pray about to be sure. Would I be able to? And I also want to be able to raise this child because I'm really, really careful. Okay. I'll really be careful on how I treat the child because really I don't know how to put it. I really don't know how to put it. I would want to raise that child in a way that people would not feel like, oh, okay, because you're treating this child like this because the child not be your own. So it's just
No.
a whole lot,
See,
it's just
in
a
that
whole
kind
lot
of
to put
situation,
together.
embracing the child as yours is what makes the difference. Because, like I said, it's not just your biological children that could be children to you. Before I got married, I will tell you I had like 8 children before I got married. And those 8 children, I have 5 sisters, okay? So I started taking care of their children when they were small. Some of them, if I visit, is when they are giving birth. So I will be in the hospital. I've been, as a young girl, I've been the one that washed, the clothes you come out from labor room. You understand? I had been privileged to experience that. That was the first time I got very close to somebody giving birth. One of my sisters gave birth. So I could remember when before I even go, my mother said I should stop calling all of them my children, my children, my children. I should think of having my own. Do you understand? But that's the way I saw it. I'm the last out of 5 girls. I'm the sixth girl. So I've been privileged to witness birth, witness child raising, so to me, I regard them as my children. So for me, that wouldn't be a problem for me. And again, there is this one that is happened on social media platform. Look at the young Sandra with the widow, young Sandra that got married recently, and then the husband is embracing 2 sons. So he wouldn't say, okay, because Sandra has two sons. I don't want to deal. But he has genuine love for those boys and genuine love for his wife. So I don't see it as a problem that somebody has children that I can't deal. No, 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 no. That shouldn't be a problem. The problem, like, we should keep open mind in our open mind towards things like that, because we can't. And I will tell people, never say never, because you don't know what the future holds. You understand? So keep open minded, whatever the situation is, on how to embrace it. Where the pain
Okay,
is,
Sister Oyoyo, I'm not saying having, just like I said I have a friend that has a child, okay? And who knows? I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what tomorrow holds. I could, God forbid, it's not what I pray for, but I could wake up tomorrow and it happens to be that somehow something happened and I got pregnant and I had a child and all of that. I definitely want to find love. But the truth is this, just the same way I'm speaking for, it's not every man that has the capacity to be able to love another man's child. There are men that
correct,
can't.
correct,
So what I'm trying to say is this, yeah. I'm not telling you that, oh, I'm saying I wouldn't marry a man that has a child or kids. But I feel like, yeah, it's something that you have to process. Like it has a lot to do with you mentally. It's something you want. It's not something you just wake up and say, yes, I'll do this. Okay,
correct.
this is something you think about and you're like, okay, you want to. Let me even tell you one very funny thing. I have been in love with a widower, a man with 4 kids. 4 kids. I was in love with him. That is the truth. And I loved the children. Do you get? Now, I'm
Mhm.
not going to, because of, I actually fell for that person, but somehow it didn't work out anyways, because his Christian life was not just what I wanted. So, you know. Now, I'm not going to say because it was like that for me with him, that is going to be like that with another person. So I would not want to say, oh, yes, I can marry a man with kids. I could meet someone and the person has a child, and the strength is not just there. Do you get? So that is what I'm saying. That this kind of things, yeah, they really have a lot to do with you personally. For you, it has a lot to do with you praying, and like finding the strength to be able to, because it's a huge responsibility. It is. It's a huge responsibility, actually. Personally, I don't know for any other person. So yeah, I've met someone and he was really really cool. The kids are very lovable. Do you understand? And the thing you ask me is, a man that has 4 kids, what am I going there to go and do? Do you get?
No,
So
four could be something else, for a young girl to handle. Yeah, four could be something
yeah.
else.
Do you get? Well, I'm just telling you what it was like, how it was all beautiful and all of that. But the only thing is that the Christian life was not what I wanted. It was not like he was. It seems like he's just a bench warmer. Not those kind of people. Oh yes, members. Do you understand? So that wasn't
Mm.
what I wanted. Do you get? Yeah. Did I think about, and even if I loved him and I loved his kids, low key, I was thinking of, would I be able to raise
Continue, you
four
are
kids?
welcome.
Do you understand? Will I be able to raise 4 kids? And if I have my own kids, that's okay. I decide to have 2 kids. How am I supposed to raise this? Do you understand all of that? So these are the things I feel you need to process. These are the things you need to, ask yourself and all of that.
Definitely. You're so right. You're so right there. You're so right there. So you're so right there. The thing, you said it all. Okay. For the fact that the person has a child, I don't want to believe is a hindrance to finding love. People should still find love, even if that's their situation. And I'm glad you clarified that. So back to the topic of the discussion, we are talking about reasons why women cheat. And I did explain a woman can't just wake up and start cheating. Okay, it's not in the nature of a woman to just wake up and start cheating. It must have been as a result of something. So before you find a woman cheating, there is a resultant effect to that action. So, and then it comes up with neglect. If a man is neglecting the wife, both in the bedroom matters, if a man is abusing the wife emotionally, physically, those are the things that will make that woman start seeking for affection elsewhere, because she's not getting those affection in her home. So, but the bottom line is not, no matter if the woman is the person that can sleep with one man in a day or get satisfied with by a man in a day, if that woman is married, you understand, there must be a genuine reason for her to go elsewhere and start looking. Okay. But a man is easily distracted by a Bakassi front and Bakassi back. You understand? That
Yeah.
those are the things that easily distract men. But women, there must be a cogent reason for that woman to start thinking otherwise.
Yeah, thank you very much for
Very true, Sister
thank you
Yoyo.
very much. Thank you,
Very
Oyoyo, for
true.
that. At least you've been able to get like 4 points or so, like lack of communication,
Mm-hmm.
negligence, abuse, and people that don't have self-control, that one man
Correct.
cannot just fight, okay? Then I want to kind of
Mm-hmm.
ask a question now. What qualifies as effective communication?
Effective communication
What,
is that, yeah, ability to be
yeah,
able to like
oh,
share, ability to be able to share whatever the issue is. Okay. um Effective communication could is ability to share whatever it is in the home, not just on your finance. You discuss finance because the man is contributing the money and that's it. No, as you're discussing the finance, you're discussing the relationship, you're discussing everything. So in all, for you to have an effective communication, you have to discuss, be
Oyoyo,
able,
I'm sorry to cut you short. Somebody wants to chip in something, but he doesn't want his face to show, and he's a man. He just kind of want to tell us why people cheat. I don't know if you guys can hear him. Good afternoon,
okay.
ma.
Okay, I think the host is a bit busy.
Yeah, he said maybe a colleague of hers want to say something. So
Okay. Okay. Sis Oyoyo, how
yes,
have you
darling.
been?
I'm good though. I just woke up to use the bathroom. I saw Rosie, and each time I see her premier, I can't just stop. That was how I woke up. Oh, I woke up and I've been up now. It's 6 a.m. my time. You can imagine. Where is Rose Silver? Where is
Why is
our
net why
contributor?
is network acting up?
No, I think she's trying to get the
Can you hear
guy to
me?
speak. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Man, too many interesting topics. When I saw this, I was like, okay, I have to find a way to join this live stream. I feel like these are topics that people shy away from too. Yeah, truly. These are topics that people shy away from, you know.
Absolutely.
These are
No,
topics that,
some
yeah,
people think it's
you
only
know.
men that cheat. No, it's not only men that cheat. That's why I hate
It's
generalization.
not only,
I hate
yeah,
generalization. No, it's not just men. Every man is not a cheater. You understand? Likewise,
true,
every woman.
true.
There are still
In fact, let me
exceptions.
tell you, I've known, I knew there's this man. He's late now. In fact, he died on the same day with his wife. The man
Oh,
is so rich. He had female workers that, my sister, if you see these female workers, even you as a woman, you'll be like, ah, what's up? What's going on?
you
But
see.
you know, he never, in fact, when you dress anyhow to his office, he will walk you out. And his wife does not have front, does not have back. She's flat. Front and
Whoa,
back, flat. The face itself, her face is not like she's so beautiful, but she's just there.
you see.
Do you get? But when he's going on holiday, he's going with his wife. He's going for a business trip, he's going with his. So I don't believe that this society you've started. Hey, but it's his wife now. That is why you should be sweeting him now. Una the year talk. Mm. Sister Yoyo in Anokwa. That's not the main place there. Something there, now maybe the sweets. May forget the front and the back and everything.
But it's true.
Use
It's
my
true.
for this office, eh? Hey.
But it's true. Your colleague is making a point. The honey
He said,
pot is
person will
sweet.
get and I know what they see, but we will not get to see.
Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you. You said it right.
So the man never, ever, 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 and that made me believe that every man. Hey, Mr. Sai, please, I'm on YouTube. I don't want, I don't want this matter to enter here. You know that I know some things. Mr. Sai, please, let's not go into this. I beg you in the name of God.
The cheating thing is so
Something they
is so
there. They
common.
never know anything. This might be for
When
this
I mean
office.
the cheating thing is so common back home. It's so common, even in places of work. You understand? People can use their
Yeah.
position to like force a lady to go out with them because they are their boss. If you try it here, eh? The liability you're
It
going to
happens.
pay, the liability you're going to pay, you might not come out of it.
It
So
happens.
based on those, people are very careful.
Why don't they?
Because
Why don't they? Why don't they have careful? Go on, says I can hear you, please.
so what I'm saying is that cheating back
Is
home,
it next?
it's very. Can you hear me? Hello.
Can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you, sis. I can hear you.
Okay, cheating back home is very common in the places of work. And somebody that has maybe a boss or a management, you understand, will see a young copper that just came in and be eyeing the copper. And if the copper says no, I'm going to make sure you're not retained in my office, you know. So for those, fear of unemployment might make the young girl succumb to it. You understand? Those cannot happen here. If you
Yeah.
if a man or a manager or anybody abuses you in that form, all you need to do is go online, even if you don't have a lawyer, go to legal aid. They will get you a lawyer. That company, that man, and by the time they finish paying liability, especially when you have evidence, you understand? So because this country is a country of liability, when I mean liability, the fear of it is the beginning of wisdom for anybody. Because any small thing, you're in court, any small thing, just for the fact that somebody admired you and say, wow, looked at your backside, the person is in trouble. There is this thing I was reading about a Nigerian doctor in UK that he was admiring the colleague, that the colleague's backside is beautiful. That was how he lost his job. A doctor. So people
That
are,
they need to implement that in Nigeria as well. I was coming
how
back
can
from
they
work one day.
implement it? Who will
I'm coming back
implement?
from work one
Who
day.
will implement them?
One
Silver
lady
Rose, who will
was busy.
implement them?
One lady was busy quarreling one guy. What is the problem? That the guy tap her bum bum. And people were just abusing the lady. Come on, will you guys sit down? This
You
your
see?
drying out. As in,
That's what
it's
I'm
so
saying. Who will
so
implement it?
Yes, that's true.
Is it the men that make the
Who will
rules?
implement that kind of thing in Nigeria?
They won't.
honestly, we need it. Hi. I don't know
The
why I
small,
find
the
myself.
small, small things that they say they've implemented here, the rules that they say they made here, how many of them are they keeping
They're the
to?
ones spoiling it.
How many are they keeping to? They are the ones still spoiling it. How many are they keeping to, my sister? See, this topic here is a very, very, is a very. In fact, we've touched different areas. Okay,
Yeah,
different
yeah.
area. People are low key dealing with a lot of
A
things.
lot of
And I feel
nonsense
another
in
thing I want to
Nigeria.
say is this. Yes, another thing I want to say is that the foundation on which you start something matters a lot. Do you get? People should not stop getting into marriage saying, time no day. Then by the time you get into the marriage, because it's built on the
You
wrong
find out that
foundation,
there is
you
time.
rush into it.
You find out there
Then
is
that time you
time.
will not be able to bear what you're seeing. Okay, if I wanted to marry because of money, I'd have been married, long ago because of money. But there are lots of things I saw, just like the
Now
one I
you
just
silence
mentioned
your
now.
voice.
We were not, we were not sexually involved in any way. Okay, but he was a very cool person. his kids were cool, but I looked at his Christian life. It was not, who do I talk to? Person, someone that does not believe, that does not, how do I believe? Not like he doesn't believe in God, but he's not the kind of person that you say, okay, there's an issue and you want to talk to God. He doesn't even, he doesn't, how do I put it? He believes that there's this word he uses, okay, more like men, he has the power to do whatever it is he wants to do. If so, he didn't have anyone he was answerable to. He didn't have like any mentor, someone he was answerable to, someone he is you can actually call on, when there is an issue and all of that. And that is one thing I didn't want for myself. That is one
Yeah,
thing I didn't want for even if my friends were like,
Zube, let me cut you short.
even
Somebody said this topic would have been, why do married women cheat? And that would have, it made more sense why married women cheat. In that angle. So continue, Nzube, please.
okay. So for me, that was not what I wanted. Do you understand? Even my mom was like, my mom loved the kids, though, like they were really, really cute and all of that. My mom was like,
That's
hey,
disgusting.
do you know what
That's
you're talking
disgusting.
about? Do you know what you're talking about? But at the end of the day, it wasn't
Don't get
about,
me
the
like
material things
yo
for
yo.
me. It
This
wasn't
the
about,
topic. Why do married women cheat? I don't
Okay.
know why. Yeah, it's why
Okay.
do married women cheat? Yeah.
Okay.
do you understand?
Emilia Ifeoma, you're
So
welcome.
let me even make you laugh. So at some point, I was never ever ever involved with him in that aspect. Even if, at some point later on, I began to discover that, he was this kind of person that women are always all over him. So when I'd like visit his home sometimes, because his siblings were staying with him as well. When I visit his home sometimes, I remember one time he was going to go buy a property, and he took me along with him to his lawyer's place and all of that. So I visited his siblings were now like low key. I was just hearing the rumor, and who knows? That's why I said everything is not juju. Who knows the juju that this girl used to, that his brother does not have time for? Like most times, it's women that run after him, and the brother doesn't have time. Who knows the juju that? Just that at some point they came to a person. One of their cousins had to come and tell me that the siblings are saying, "Ah, maybe I use juju for their brother." Blah 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 blah. I said, "See me see wahala. I never see waiting the important now to go use juju for your brother."
But let me
Do you
even
get? And
ask,
I
those
say,
juju, do they really work?
I don't
You are the
know.
people that are using it now.
I
Because I
don't
don't
know.
believe in those things, honestly.
You know the thing? Okay, let
It's
me
all
now tell
about
you,
belief.
because most of the ladies he that actually run after him, he doesn't give them money. But if I don't like I ask him for money. Okay, for me, I've never put money first. But the moment even before I complain, you just here, take this. I'm paying this into your account. Take this, do that. Do you understand? So, and sometimes he's actually not even. There are times when they feel like when he goes on, when he gets, because he's into some kind of business, he gets like money. They feel like, oh, he has given me plenty money. This one that he just made so much money from this business and all of that. They feel like, and sometimes he tells me this is money I got and this is what I want to use it for. I want to invest it in this. He doesn't give me, so they feel like, oh, he's giving me money. Do you get? So they feel like they said the highest he gives to the babes that run after him is like, is it 5K or 2K? But for me, it wasn't like that. So they felt like I didn't. In fact, when I was hearing all of this, I was very, very surprised.
Yeah, the reason
So when I
is
decided to,
because your personality, you understand. He has seen that you're not there for money. So this person is different. And you think men don't see. They see. They see. They observe all those things. They know. They know who is a simple person. They know who is after their money and their pocket. So they know those things. It's only a foolish man that will not be able to recognize when a man is genuine with him and all of that.
Yeah, Otirio, I want to say something. I think, sorry, Oyoyo, Otirio said that part of the reason why married women cheat is falling out of love for the man. What will make a lady fall out of love for the man? I don't accept.
Honest, that's another
something must
topic.
have
I
gone
read it
wrong.
too.
You
Something must
read it.
have gone wrong.
Yeah, I saw what she wrote. And that number one, I really don't understand
Yeah,
falling
I
out
don't
of love.
understand the falling out of love, like lack of respect from the man.
See, hardly happens for
Ulterior,
women.
I
You see
think
that
your
part.
husband is supposed to love you. You are the one that's supposed to respect. As in, I don't understand lack of respect for our. Well, see,
Yeah, lack
maybe
of
you're not
respect, I can
getting.
understand that. The reason why I say so, I'm gonna use where I am as an example. Most
Okay.
Nigerians go back home to marry wives and bring them here. Some of them
Yeah.
put them into school. They go to nursing school, become nurses. They start making more money than their husband. They start disrespecting their husband. So it's very common. So
And they will
she's
start
very.
cheating on the man.
They're not cheating on the man. It's just that they don't have time for the man. Respect. They
Wow.
might not have, they might not cheat on the man because they don't even have their own time. They work, 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 and then children. I'm not here to defend them if they cheat or not because I don't follow
Oh
them to
yeah.
work. But
Yes.
she is very right. She's very right with that. Lack of respect can happen in marriage.
Okay.
And then the
Yeah.
next thing, lack of
From the
attention
man.
from the man. Lack
Yeah.
of attention, we've already talked about it here as
Exactly.
well. The one I
And
don't
we've
understand,
equally talked about lack of sex. That first one, Otiri, I don't know if you are still here. Maybe you come and throw more light on falling out
falling
of
out of
love
love. I want to know how they
for
fall
the
out of
man.
love, oh, so
I
that maybe
want
I should start preparing on how to fall out of love too.
you cannot fall out. Please, Otiri, I don't know if you are still here. I
What I
lighten
would
us
say
more
here,
on yeah.
Silver Rose, what I would say at some point in a marriage, especially when you
Okay.
start having kids, you start loving your
Okay.
children more than your husband.
Okay, maybe see finish has entered or something.
Maybe see finish, eh? But even see finish doesn't mean you're falling out of love.
That's the thing.
It doesn't mean you're falling out of love. Unless if you've never
Really,
loved before.
since
I'm here
Oyoyo,
if you
so
are hungry. She's here.
you get to love
Please
your kids
enlighten us more.
more than your husband.
Oh, the
The
attachment. Do you know what
tendency,
it is
the
to breastfeed
tendency
a
is
child?
there. The tendency is there. I know there
Yeah,
are times
if you're
that
not
most
careful.
times, see, most times I used to tell my husband, please don't be angry. I think I've
Thank
told
you.
this baby a thousand
Thank
and one
you.
time I love you, but I've not even told you once I love you. Like, please don't be
Yes.
angry. Forgive me. Because the tendency for you, the motherly love, you just be like
Mm-hmm.
kissing your baby, "Mwah, mwah, I love you, I love you." And you don't know that the man is taking notes. Me, one day, my conscience was not judging me. Every time you're telling your baby I love you, when was the last time you told your hubby I love you? I just told him, I said, please don't be angry, don't be offended. I love you.
Yeah. It's not that you're intentionally
So
doing it.
yes, it's not
You're not doing
intentional,
it
but
intentionally, but
you need to know how to balance it. If
balance
not,
it.
the man
You
will
know
be
what
like,
saved
hey,
me? I caught myself when the first one got to the point. She started talking on time. My first daughter started talking at 1 plus. So she could say,
okay,
I love you, mommy. I love you, daddy. You understand? Whenever she
yeah,
says it, it's like an echo, a reminder for me to say, I love you,
yeah,
hubby. Do you understand what I'm
okay,
saying? So that I love you, mommy. I love you, daddy. And then for the fact that when they were growing up, if I was calling my husband by his name, so the kids then started calling my husband by his name. I say, see me, see trouble. And I said, okay, fine. And now start calling my husband daddy. Okay. So that they will know that's daddy. It's not
yes,
Godwin. You understand? So by the
yes.
moment I changed daddy, so when they say I love you, daddy, me, I'm saying I love you, daddy too. You understand? So that was how I was able to flow back to the flow. If not, you get carried away so easily. The attachment, when you look at the child, you say, wow, so this came
It
out
was a
of me.
thin line. Honestly, it was a thin line.
Mm-hmm.
It's well. God will help us. Maybe we are all learning. Then the last
Yes,
point
so
she said is not satisfied with sex. That's where communication comes in. That lack of communication that we talked about. And Zubi said that nobody is going to starve her on the other room. If you're not doing as you want, Oga, brother, come back. You're not doing it well. This is how it should be done.
yeah, that one is where communication comes in. If you feel he's
Yeah.
not doing it right, you just say, honey, okay, fine. People, most people don't talk after sex. Once the man is
Yes.
satisfied, the man is no. We have to discuss that event too. We
Oga,
have to
how did you
discuss
feel?
it.
Did you enjoy it?
You
Like, how
said,
can we
how did he
continue the
go?
next
That
one?
was
So
what you
how
should.
it's
People should
because
start
white
it
is
from the
always
beginning
flagging
of the
down my
relationship.
video. It's because
Uh-huh.
white is always flagging down my video. That's why I'm not doing more of it. Like, let's come and be discussing the do because a lot of people are not talking about it. They will shy away from it. Even you now, as some people be like, hey, is it the thing that we are discussing? Are you
Don't
sure you're
mind
interested?
them. That's why I
But I
like
don't
it. I
believe
don't know
her.
if you know Susan Haber on YouTube. Susan
Yeah,
Haber, she has been educating women on this topic. Back
yeah.
from, she doesn't even hold back. You understand?
Okay.
She says it the way people will understand it. So if you finish the act of it, men, discuss it when you're relaxing. How
Yeah.
was it? Did you enjoy? Did you have a good time? But people will not, they will just shy away as that place is ritual. It's not ritual, it's part of the relationship, it's part of
That's why
marriage.
God put it there. If it's bad, God looked at everything He created and said, "Wow, it is good." If it's not good, He couldn't have
Correct.
created it there. I don't know
And
if you're
then brought
talking
the
about
act
it,
that
people just be
that's the
like,
way we should do procreation. So if it's a
somebody
bad
even told
thing,
me that I'm spoiled. Sorry,
ah,
but
really? That you're spoiled?
yes, because as in, she would just be like, she was just telling me that her husband has to beg her, oh, her husband has to beg her before they will do the deal and say, "Oh, she well done." If the man is even begging himself, means that he still like you. There are 1,001 women out there looking for married men. You are there saying your
Thank
husband
you.
have to beg you for what?
Thank you.
Sister, if the husband is not making a move, make a move. Don't wait for the man to beg you. Beg you for what? Is that your
Thank
father's
you.
house? The girl said I'm spoiled. I said, no, let's be
Ah,
realistic now. Is it your father's house? What are you doing there? Like, is if you are studying your Bible enough, you know that they say that your body doesn't belong to you anymore. It's
mm-hmm.
your husband. His own doesn't belong to him anymore. Like, there is equally a portion they say that you people should not deny one another except you
Correct.
guys agreed on something, maybe a period of time. But do not delay. So don't give the enemy room to strike. Some people just be like, they will be the one waiting for the husband to come and beg them. Tomorrow the man will go and get it outside, start shouting, Chime Ebuemo, the man is sleeping outside, the man is cheating on me. Meanwhile, you are the one that led him.
Silver Rose, let me read what Otoros said. She's really making
Okay,
valid points here. She said
okay.
some women, not all women, that can tell their husband they are not satisfied. The husband can use it against them. Imagine
I've not seen that one. I've not seen. Yes, it's happened. It happens. It happens. The
the
one I
husband will
saw, she
use it
said some
against you.
men behavior. Definitely. We'll come to that one. We'll come to
Are
that
you
one. He
no
said
wait,
some men.
Silver Rose. Are you serious that you're telling your husband
Yes,
you when they will use it against
yes,
you
yes,
and call you names?
yes. Somebody once told me that
Hey,
uh, she wasn't getting satisfied from her husband. She opened up, and any slight provocation, the man would just be like, "Dog, that's why you want to kill me in bed."
are
You
you
see that
kidding
thing?
me?
Yes, it happens. Like people don't
Wow.
have control over their mouth. And if somebody like that, you are getting bashed over and over again, you wouldn't
Mhm.
want to open up. You wouldn't
It's
want to tell the
true.
man, even if he's not doing you, will just be like, do I know the one I'll do now? They will call me names. Let me
Can
people
you
stay as I
imagine?
am. Yes,
See, oh,
I've
before I
heard
got
about
married,
it.
when I was dating my husband, we had a talk. I said, "See me, oh, as you see me, so I be a full adult, full woman.
Yeah,
So I like it in the bedroom, okay? So I like to enjoy myself. People should
yeah,
be able to have conversation before they get into marital relationship, especially when you're already an adult. You understand? If it's not the kind of arranged marriage that your parents will hand you over to somebody, if you're the one making the choice by yourself, you should be able to have a discussion one-on-one with this person before getting into it. Not tomorrow you come and tell me, I'm a stupid person, I'm a dog because I say they do and well. Can you imagine? People are suffering in this thing called
people are,
marriage. And
if things are happening, if only they can open their mouth and share with you. That if you are complaining that my marriage is this, if you hear people's story, you go back and say, "Thank God, God, I thank you for my own." Honestly,
are you serious?
it's well.
Wow.
People are suffering. You are
No,
sounding
that one is
surprised.
do you know emotional abuse is worse than
Emotional
physical abuse.
trauma. Yes, you
Because if
even
somebody beat you, you feel the pain immediately, and once the pain is gone, it's over. But when someone is constantly nagging you in the house, calling you names, using your own word against you, that's torture.
Ontario said some men, I think she's trying to answer that falling out of love that is making women to cheat. He now said some men's behavior could make you fall out of love. Too much of everything is bad. If you know, you know.
This thing will continue going on. So good. Silver Rose, you said something. Sorry, I'm in the office, so Tivaros was saying something about women. You know, I was saying it that some women can't speak up in the other room. You can't even tell your husband that this one is not good for you. I think I've shared it in one live stream before. I don't know if it's still on your live stream. There's this particular person. In fact, she was my auntie's friend. I don't know if they're still friends now. So her husband came back that evening. I don't know, maybe you know how women can be. It starts from your emotions, from your, women are not like men that they just see the woman and everywhere is just. So I think she was maybe the husband did something right that day. She was just excited, and brother came back, was about to access the gate of Jerusalem, and just saw that everyone was already prepared for him. The rivers were flowing well.
He was about
Nine
to
brother,
have
nine
sex.
brother.
Why are you calling it Jerusalem?
Can you close your mouth?
Jerusalem. Jerusalem.
So
This Zube, she has a word on those things. The rivers were flowing well. Jerusalem was well prepared.
Jerusalem.
you
That's
know,
why they're attacking her in the
so
office. Why can't you say it as it is?
so the man saw that he didn't have to do any work. Guy got angry, brother got angry and just swore his whatever and was like, "You have to tell me the person what is the meaning of this? Who has been touching you?" See problem. Now I'm telling you. So we went there. What happened was that day that the thing happened, that evening, myself and my auntie went there. She wanted to go pick up something from her, so that the husband was angry, just left the house. So she was asking like, "Ah, what happened?" She wasn't narrating the whole thing. My auntie was like, "Eh? If her husband ever meets her like that, that he will be the happiest person in this life.
You.
If her husband ever meets her like that, that in fact anything she wants, that he will give it to her."
Ask up to the half of my kingdom. Madam,
I say,
ask.
do you understand? And I could relate because that my auntie then, I remember when we go to visit like this, there are days you wake up in the morning, the husband is angry. Everybody will go and hide. And there are days we wake up, he's excited because the wife has, submitted Jerusalem very well. He will be very happy. So what we'll do is that when we say that they're very happy, when you start hearing those early morning conversation, everybody will just position themselves. Some people will be washing plates, some people will be sweeping. You now hear, your hair is not looking clean. And he has been seeing you since so. He will not tell you, uncle, there's no money to make the hair. You don't have money to make hair. How much is it? Any amount you call, he will give to you. And then the wife will not be like, I need to change my wardrobe. He says, how much? How much is it? In fact, take my, and he has a good job. So the days that she's not, she's saying, I don't want, the anger, the annoyance, the vexation. My sister, not be small thing. Then we need to understand. It's not that I'm beginning to understand all of that. Then you now hear things like when you now hear things like Angel, I need to change my wardrobe. I need to say, babe, I have to ask what, how much do you don't need all these stories. How much do you need? That's what I'm asking. Any amount I'll give to you. Hey, now when I look back and I remember those things, I'm like, oh, Jerusalem do you understand? So when she heard her friend say that, she was like, if her husband ever like comes home from work and the first thing she's demanding for is, let's go to the other room. In fact, that throughout that, in fact, for that whole year, his year is made. He won't even anybody that offends her is in trouble.
We cannot go to the other room. When you come back, eat first so that I get strength.
You can't be
That's strength.
serious. No, the
That's strength
strength
they
is
need for the
there
other
now.
room. You need strength now.
The strength is already there. So it's straight to the other room.
It's not there. You are looking strength.
The strength they there already. Don't damn the temple. The tempo is high. Make the man just get it up with. Honestly, I'm reading the chat and it's so surprising to hear that women can't feel free. Can't feel free to have a conversation in their relationship. It's so surprising to hear. See, yeah, and this kind of discussion we discourage a single lady in about getting into a relationship. My advice would be before you get into a relationship, especially when you're old enough to make your choices, bring everything to the table. Get to know the person you're marrying. Unless if the person pick you from a brothel or from a prostitute joint, that's when the person will not have respect for you. But if a man knows your worth, when I mean knowing your worth, there is no way that man will use his mouth to speak against you. It's when they don't value, okay, this one, I beg, maybe you're the one forcing the whole relationship. You shouldn't be. Or maybe the man picked you from a hotel, he knew that you have done prostitution in the past. You understand? Then the man can be able to insult you. But if your dignity is intact and you're the person that your mother raised, there is no way a man will come and tell you, because you're saying, honey, you're not doing it right, you will now come and call me a dog. No. I had that conversation. I say, look at me, I'm a full-grown woman, and you're not married, meeting me a virgin, okay? So I need you to understand this. I like this, and I also like the bedroom part, okay? So if you're not getting it right, we have to work on it, on how to find a balance. Okay,
Bam.
I haven't done it with you before, so I wouldn't know what your games are. But if you don't have the A game, we have to bring the A game up, because I'm a young woman and I need that area to be taken care of. People
You know
should
what?
feel people should feel free to have those conversations. But I guess the culture, if a woman speaks like that, is a taboo. Maybe I'm lucky then. I met my husband here. You understand? I met him here, and we had those conversations. He came here to study as a young Nigerian student, and since then he has lived most of his life in overseas. So he has mixed up with a lot of tribes, races. You understand? So he understood life better. Based on that, you understand, I can't use him to compare to any other person, because the way he sees things is not the way a young upcoming Nigerian will see things. You understand? So, but people should still have the confidence to speak their mind, because if you get into that relationship or that marriage without unraveling the things that might cause confusion in the future, and then when you now get there and start doing Superman in the bedroom, the man will say, wow, boy, you were very holy when we were dating. And you know, you get this kind of action. Let the man know you from the get-go. Let them know, oh yeah, you like to party, you like to dance, you're an extrovert, you're an introvert. Let everything out, so that there won't be any surprises when you get into a marriage proper.
Okay, thank you very much, Oyoyo, for that one. A friend of mine wants to chip in something, but he doesn't want his face to show. I don't know.
Yeah, he should go ahead and talk. We'll listen. You just you can close your screen and unmute.
Okay.
They can hear me.
Please, if you can hear, let me know.
I can hear because who is talking?
Okay.
He doesn't want his face to show.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Okay.
It's
Now,
fine.
I've been married for this April. This year will make it 20. I'm married in 2000. So my marriage is going to be 22 years in April this year. So you can be sure that what I have some experience. So I'm not an authority. The authority is God's word, but I can share from the experiences that I I have had in this journey, because it's a journey for life. Eh? If you understand what God means when He says that two shall become what shall become one. Now, two, if you go to the original text where we derive marriage, because marriage in first place is God's idea, not man's idea. It was God that instituted it. So running it and running it well can only be successful if we go back to the God who instituted it and allow it to give us the way He has designed it to run. So there, God said that for this purpose or for this reason, a man, not a woman, take note of that. A man will leave his father and mother. You know that if you look at it culturally, that is not the cultural mindset that we have. The cultural mindset we have is that the woman is going to leave the parents. But the real design of God is that the man is going to leave his father and mother. And that is why, for me, for example, I have reservation against people that when they are writing in their that writing in wedding wedding invitation that says Lucy weds
Austin.
Daniel. It's
Okay.
not Lucy that is wedding Daniel. It's Daniel that is wedding what? Wedding Lucy.
Okay.
Because we do those things out of ignorance.
Okay.
It's not the woman that is wedding. It's the man that is what that is wedding, because it's the man that is doing the living. For this reason, the man shall leave his father and mother and be cleft to what? To his wife. That living has to do with what the person is what? Is matured. It may not, it's not
It has
age.
nothing to do with age.
Yes, it is about maturity.
Okay.
For example, when I wanted to marry, the question that my father asked me was that, is your rib strong? Which means, are you capable of what? Of now, running your own family. Which means that a man leaving his father and mother means that he is now responsible to what? To handle his home. There are some men today, if there's any issue, they will call their mother. If there's any issue, they will call their father, and so on and so forth. You are not yet mature to what? To enter in that relationship, because you are starting a new family altogether. That's why.
the married women
Okay.
cheat.
So I'll just want the ladies' foundation. It's not only married women that can cheat, but both partners can cheat.
Okay.
The bottom line of cheating is what? Is selfishness.
Okay, selfishness.
Yes, that's the
Let me
bottom
write it
line.
down. It's not even about communication.
Selfishness. Every other thing that you are saying is what is secondary. Maybe lack of communication. I don't enjoy sex as I want from my partner.
Okay.
I don't. It doesn't communicate. It's not. I'm not getting enough communication. It doesn't give me money. Like I'm saying. No, all of them are secondary. Those are symptoms. But the real reason why people cheat is what? Is self. Me, myself. So I was telling somebody before I joined you that the moment you do not accept the fact that you have the tendency to do evil, no matter how you have worked with God, no matter the knowledge of God you have, you're already deceiving yourself. Because there's a part in man that God is still working at, and that is yourself and myself. The Bible said that in myself, dwells nothing good. That's where you have what? You have your own personal desire, your own personal perception, and so on and so forth. And the moment we are not yielding that self to God, to kill it, to mortify it, we will keep on what? Keep on bringing our own idea into what? Into the marriage that causes that conflict. That will now give us room to what? To practice what? The selfishness that already embedded in us. So
okay, it's not necessarily lack of communication, lack of
those things are symptoms.
Okay.
The real reason is what? Is selfishness.
Okay, the real reason why people
Cheat is what? Is selfishness. Because if I'm not selfish, remember that I said that God is the author of what? Of marriage. If I'm not selfish and not selfish, my partner may be doing something that is not auguring well with me. But because I'm not selfish, I have submitted to the will of God by bringing myself under what? Under God's word, under God's rule. I can now save that marriage regardless of what my partner is doing. Let me give you an example. The Bible says in the book of Peter that a woman who has known God can save his husband by a chaste attitude. So you see, the woman is paying some sacrifice. He can also come hard on the man by saying, okay, let me revenge, let me do this. That's self now. But she has come and put that self under, trusting God to work on the in the life of the husband. And trust me, God will, since he has trusted God, God will see her through. So the bottom line in my submission is that if I'm cheating my wife, I am selfish. Selfishness is what is the basis of that cheating. Okay. And if a woman is also cheating, it is what? Selfishness.
Okay, thank you very much for that wonderful contribution. Thank you. Guys, are you guys still here? Simply Zina, you are welcome. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Oyoyo, Zubi, Simply Zina, you guys have heard that the primary reason why people cheat is selfishness.
Yeah, he said it right, selfishness. But I have something to say here. I know
Okay.
of a couple, they've been married for their first son is actually 23 years old. So that means they better be
Okay.
married for 24 years old or something like that.
Okay.
Um, this woman, because like what your colleague said, trusted God. Sorry, my daughter is sleeping here in case you hear somebody snoring.
No
Um,
problem.
trusted God in their relationship. You understand? What she has endured in her 23 or 24 years of marriage, I don't think I, as a person, I'm being honest here, I don't think I can go through that. Because
Yeah.
at some point in life, you want to have some what, some peace of mind, right?
Yeah.
But some people, because of in the name, I want to save my marriage, she has swallowed everything that guaranteed her peace to make that marriage work. Then the one that broke her heart so badly was the man had a kidney problem. And then at the end of the day, they were able to get a transplant and all of that. He survived. So within that period of, chronic kidney failure to the point of surviving, they have no intimacy. They had
Okay.
no intimacy for years. I would say since maybe since 2017, okay? And this is
Okay. Can
2020,
you?
20 what? 2022. So they had
Ah,
no intimacy. And she has endured all of that. The moment the man recovered from, after 2 years of, after transplant, 2 years after he recovered, he started getting better. The next thing the man did was to, I don't know how the lady found out. I think it was even the children that went through their daddy's phone. They needed to do something or call or what. I don't know how they now started seeing conversation of daddy with another woman. He broke their hearts. It was the big boy, the big son. He broke his heart. He had to go tell the mother. So I have been at peace making this thing work. From the period you fell ill to 20, this thing happened last year, 2021. You have not even remember that I haven't even touched my wife. The moment you got better, you're thinking of talking with outside chick. They are busy sending you picture. You're sending back and forth.
Holy Ghost fire, pursue them. Holy
It
Ghost
might still boil down
fire,
to
God.
selfishness
So
that
no,
is
that's
just
what
Ah,
no. Your colleague was talking about selfishness. I understand. And now ask, at what point will you continue
hey,
to like endure
Jesus.
that because you want to save the marriage? At what point? That woman, in a real sense of it, I
Loma
would call
TV.
her
You're
an
welcome.
Yeah,
MVP
so,
because it's not
Yeah.
something I can handle. Okay. I
Yeah.
can't live that length of time. The thing you're paying me back is to continue the stupid behavior. When you were sick, down, and broken, I was the one nursing you. Then when you now felt okay,
Oh,
I can now have a time to talk on the phone, you're
all
thinking
right.
about side chick.
English. Good night.
So selfishness, I know, but at what point will you continue to endure and then forget yourself? No. It might work for some people, but God knows each and
Yes.
every one of us, we have this
The
different
strength in
capacities.
it
We have
cannot
everybody.
work
different
for
The strength of
strength.
anybody.
everybody.
See,
That kind of
Sis
situation
Oyoyo,
will not work for me.
sis, sis Oyoyo, it doesn't work
Yes,
for
dear.
anybody. Some people that are there, by the time you speak to them, you realize that they are damaged. They are
Yeah,
finished.
that's
They
the
are
enduring
truth.
now,
damaged.
they're
But because
enduring.
they want
So,
to save the marriage, they are there.
so
Save the marriage, not save myself. No, marriage.
They're
I beg,
enduring it now.
how many years does one have to live in this life that you you
But
put yourself in that
but
kind
why
of
is
situation?
it that it's always women that are in that kind of situation? Why?
But you'll be
Because they're
surprised that
endurance now. Their name is endurance. That's their second name.
Hi. Oh God, I don't like that
Zeni,
kind
you're
of
laughing.
endurance. So I know
you'll
the
be
language.
surprised. You'll be surprised that some men actually endure through in marriage. You'll be surprised that some men,
Yeah, there are very few men though, very very few.
very
But I've
few,
seen the
very
ones that
you see them, they're the ones
that their
going
wives,
through
their
domestic
wives,
violence.
yeah, very true, very true. But they are really few.
They are really few
They are
years.
really
When I
But
few.
most
asked the
time, yeah.
lady, how do you get by? She said, when I look at those my children, they are the reason why I get
Oh
by.
please, you have to live for those children. What
So
Please,
the
please, Can you please introduce her to there's this oh god, I'm trying not to use some words. Is she still in that situation? She should help herself with sex toys though. She's not gonna die. What's all this?
This my small girl. I'll start cooking you on the head. This will be.
Well, can that give you full satisfaction? Can it give you full
My sister, at least you start with that one first. I was
That's
talking
the
to my
truth.
friend.
satisfaction, right?
She's single. She's single. Yeah, she's single. So we're talking about celibacy and all of that. So she was at some point she was like, "See, babe, everybody don't have the strength you have to be able to, stay." And I don't judge anyone to be able to stay like that. Actually, she got this thing. I say, me, I'll use my money and go and buy this thing. God forbid. God forbid. Because to start with, first of all, my mom is this kind of person that my conscience can't even, I'll feel like I'm doing something bad. Okay. Then my mom is this kind of person that you could just wake up, you can come back from work today and you see that she has moved your set of trousers from here to here and your clothes from here to here. Then when she's moving it, she will not see one thing. Then you know the meeting they will call for you. She'll call all her siblings, she'll call the village people, she will not call pastors, she will not, so that you come and explain how she raised you like that. So because of all of this, and me, I always see like personally, I always see like it's something wrong. But I feel like as a married person though, if you're not getting, it's not a sin. If you're not even getting it, it's not a sin. Like you've tried and you've tried, you've gotten to that point where it's not a sin. At that point, it's not even a sin. Do you get? But she told me she got it. And she got it, and I was just laughing when she was giving me the gist. I was like, okay. I mean, who am I to? It's between you and God at the end of the day. Do you get? So I beg.
To some people, that's really nothing. I remember the first time my husband told me a story like that. He said he went to visit his friends, they're a couple. So they now said, okay, you know what? Let's take a stroll. We want to grab something from a store. They now walked into the store. It was a sex toy store. My husband, being an African man, where he was shocked to his marrow. You mean husband and wife will go inside the sex store and be picking the ones they want? You understand? So to some people, it's
Mm-hmm,
nothing. But to us, because of the way we are raised, our culture,
mm-hmm.
we think, hey, an omen, oh, they've committed an omen here. It's not a taboo. If it works for you, go for it.
No, but if it's in a marriage, for
It's in
me,
a
it's not a
marriage,
big
yeah.
deal.
If it
Really, yeah.
works for you, go
If
for it.
it works for you, please go for it by all. That's what I'm saying. She should not. What are you dying in silence? But the man is busy satisfying his whatever urge, living his life, and you're there. You want to you after all of this, then he's still going back to the same. Oh God, I don't
I
even want to say
know.
some things here.
I
I don't
know.
even want to because if I talk, it's really painful.
No, don't talk. The
I'm
woman,
telling
the
you.
woman will tell you, when was the last time I did the thing? I don't even remember that thing exists. The man can't get it up because of his sickness. So she has forgotten that aspect of her and she's living her best life. But in her mind, she'll tell me, "Nne, you don't understand. I really don't pray for this situation for anybody. But she has saved the marriage. When you see them outside with fine gele and fine clothes and coming out from fine house, you no go know waiting day inside the house. You understand? That's what I said. Don't envy any relationship or marriage you see outside
So no,
because you don't know waiting they happen
no
inside
one
the
is
house.
gold. No one is gold. You
True,
should be
Mm-hmm.
for gold.
true,
I aspire to be
very
like that.
true.
I don't know what they are aspiring.
Beautiful Zina. See as Zina fine now. So as Zina fine reach now, one man will come look and say, "Thing no stand." Holy Ghost fire will just fire the man like this. Fire like this. Fire, please.
It's
No,
not
no,
fire.
no, no. See, it might be that the man is eating a lot of sugar, so you guys can help him with
You
some
might
good
be
diet.
sick.
I'll
You
put hot
might
sauce
be
on sugar.
illness related though.
It might be
Yeah, true
sugar,
though.
Yeah.
ready?
True though. True though.
Or it might
But
be
in
just sickness that is unknown. You get that is not caused by anything. You get.
okay, very true. Very
Yeah.
true. A lot is just happening though. A lot is really, 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 really happening. I get
Yeah. It might be
I get to hear
hypertension and medication. That is the side effect of the drugs.
some things like this and I'm like, what? For real? Is this really happening? Huh. I don't know. Some people are strengthened though to be enduring and enduring and enduring things.
I
So
say their
yeah,
name na endurance. Yeah, you're still saying enduring, enduring. Their name na
ha.
endurance.
Say they are saving marriage. You are saving marriage, and
Eh,
the man is
They
busy
are doing
doing
it for
his
their
own.
children. They don't want them to suffer.
really?
The
And you're
children
the
will not suffer.
hmm.
They will not
By the
suffer, but you
way,
have to
even
live your
making
life.
them suffer more, like mentally. You can, like,
Yes,
for those
now.
that are in a domestic violence marriage, you are harming those children.
Ah, no, 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 no. I not even fit, Biko. I not fit. What you can make me they stay with? I can't even deal with some things. Let me not even lie to myself. You know why? Sometimes when I say some things, they'll be like, ah, you know,
saying that you're
you
just
say you're a Christian. You say you're a Christian girl. Being a Christian girl doesn't mean you don't get to. Christianity is not boring. And doesn't mean that you should be blind to some things. Know your strengths. Know the things you can take and the things you cannot take.
Some are
Do you
brainwashed
understand? But,
now. It's brainwashed, being brainwashed. It's not like
ah,
they have the option to not do what they want to do, but they are brainwashed. Some are saying, what would the society say? You get me? Some are
which
just saying,
society? Does the society care about me? I care about God. I care about Jesus. But does the society care about me? It's not. It has nothing to do with the society. I really don't care.
there's this
why
video that
you?
I made that there's this video I made about reason why people stay in toxic relationship and solution to it. And one of the point there is what will people say? What will see
Yes,
those people
yes.
you are thinking of? What will people say? They don't give
No,
a
no, no,
care.
you can't give it a
They
They don't
don't
give
snap.
a
even
You know
damn.
care.
why? Because it's
Where
not
They
is
are
this
only
guy?
waiting for you now to die so that you somebody like you now simply seen at the extraordinary reactor will carry their matter for your head and react. Maybe you were still there. Why did you not leave? You know you sabi react. So society they don't care. If you are there thinking what will society say, omo they don't
They
care.
don't care,
Shebi
yeah. They don't care, but they feel like they care. You understand?
they
They feel like they
see
care, so they want to
the
like
only percent that care is 1%. 99.9 don't
0.5,
give a damn.
0.5.
Like they will use it and make gossip. Talk
True.
about it it will not even reach 2 weeks. Another thing will happen again. No be this word. If na Naija, no be this Naija. Who
Guys,
still dey talk
I
about Sabi
forgot to
Okosi?
mention. I forgot to mention the people I talked about. They are not bench warmers in church. Oh. They are good
Okay,
Christian. The man
they
is
are
even
leaders.
they are good Christian. The man
Oh,
is
Christians,
yo,
they are not
yo.
bench
They are the
warmers.
ones that always find themselves in that
that's what
situation.
I'm saying. You
They
know,
cannot lead because they teach people to be in a to endure, to be
I'm
in a
always
endurance,
telling people
endurance.
to
in a prayerful
mirror your
marriage.
life according to the
One
word of
room,
God.
go to your room and pray.
In as
One
much
room.
as what this is what God said and you are abiding by whatever whoever any other person that is talking, in fact, is a noise maker. As
When
long
you talk
as you
about,
are living
we
according to
talked
the
about what
yes.
the
Let me.
society will say. Let me tell you guys. I told you guys before I have five sisters. I'm the sixth one, right? Many years ago, over 30 years ago, if I'll put it that way, one of my sister, she got married at 17 or 8, no, at 18 or 19. In her third year in the university, that was when she got married. And she got married from someone from my hometown. So it's not a stranger, still Anambra. And then a young girl, a virgin bride, right? Everything was working well. The man is also educated at the time. And then both families are family friends. So when it happened, the girl now finished from University of Benin, moved to Jos where the husband was. The man turned the girl to a punching bag. And the one that really made us not to bear anymore, especially my mother at the time, um, what will I say? The man will cook rice, and mark the pot where the level of the rice stopped, right? Then she will now go and take food from the pot to give to the child. The man will come back and use as a punching bag.
Hmm.
She wears glasses. She can't see without her glasses. At some point, her glasses got broken. She could not see herself. It kept on happening. You endure today, tomorrow the next thing, tomorrow the next thing. Then my elder brother said, you know what? I can't leave and see my sister being a punching bag and die in the relationship. Pack your things and leave and come home. Eventually, her friends that she did masters with, she finished from school at 23. She's done with her master's degrees at the time. So she just had everything working, except this aspect of her that wasn't working. Then she had friends from the master's group, young women, and those that went with her. In some of she met her secondary school mate as well in the master's class. So they've known her for many years. They say, you know what, you're going to die here if care is not taken. They just made the arrangement, pack all her things, and she now got a cab for her that moved all the way from Jos until she got to our home. And then my mother had to go break the news to the village people that her daughter is back from her marriage. Come and see gossip. What the society will say, right? My mother did not give a hoot. When I mean giving a damn about what anybody will say. The first thing she told them, that she's a widow. And nobody paid a dime school fees for her children.
Thank you.
Nobody
Thank you.
contributed any breakfast for her children. She
They
had
don't
8
need
of
your
them,
opinion.
and she's struggling to raise them all by herself. You understand? So by the time she was done with them in the village, everybody's mouth was quiet. Because you can't come and tell me, hey, if you see gossip, hey, now my mother is now doing that. She sabi everything, right? That's why she asked her daughter to come back. It was, we live in what
It's
people
the
will say
same
and
then that
die
will
under
ask
it.
her, why did you not ask her to come back? If she has died,
Exactly.
They
they will
knew.
be the one
They
saying,
knew.
why did you not tell her to come back?
They will
They
Why
say,
did
I
knew
you not
all
don't
the
tell her
know.
to
story.
come back?
They
I
knew all
do
the
know.
story because they selected men from our town, from the village, to go talk to the man. Not once. Imagine all the way from Anambra, you're sending elders to Jos. Do you understand? And everything, nothing happened. She did not care. What the society will say, "Bakwo, you're not the one that raised these children for me." So women should be able to live up to that expectation. Somebody will tell me that she would have endured until she dies, and in the endurance, right? Then because she's trying to save the marriage.
Who gossip
Then
about
what will
her?
happen?
The
So this
society
thing
will still
happened
talk.
I told you guys, her first daughter is in her early 30s now. She should be 31 or 32. So this happened many, many years ago. And imagine the primitivity of the Eastern culture at the time. You understand? So it became the talk of the town.
People try to even leave at that time.
That's what I'm saying. It takes a brave woman. My mother said, no, no, no. I can't lose my child. All in
Not
the
now
name of
that
marriage.
people are getting wiser.
Thank you.
People are
That's
getting
why I'm saying,
wiser.
imagine that time is an omen, is a taboo
An abomination.
that your child returned back home.
Yeah.
And then what became of that man after? Was he better? No. But
How
this
will it be
girl,
better?
she came out from that marriage at 23. 23 already with 2 children.
Mendes, drone,
So people
record.
should stop living on what the society will say and die there. What the society will say and die
People
there.
should
I
stop, yeah,
If you
for
die there, society will
people
still
will
say something.
stop.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Society
yeah.
will still say.
I know of a
Society,
girl.
even
She
the
had
church,
three
even the
three
church will
daughters.
still say
They
something.
wanted
Even
her
the
to
church.
have a son. And then the 3 daughters she had was out of some complication. This woman continued to try. On the 4th child, she died in the hospital with the pregnancy. They had to save the child. And it happens to be a son. So are they now happy that the woman is dead,
Wow.
giving birth? So people should see
That one
what
is
work
very
for you.
rampant in these our days. So, like, you give birth to 3 girls, they want you to go again. 4 girls want you to go again.
Which one can you manufacture? You that is sending me to go again, which one can you manufacture?
Not knowing that it's even the man that is even putting the sex of the
They
child.
know now. They now know,
They
right?
know.
Nobody
They
should give
know.
Some are
excuse
still
Even
anymore.
doing
now,
it.
even
Even if
now, they are
they
still
still
doing
don't
it.
know. Some are
Even
still
now, they
doing
are
it.
still
They
doing
don't
it.
know. I
When
know
I
of
saw
someone,
that
No, it's
right?
not
lady
even
story,
about primitive.
I know of
Some are still
someone.
saying,
The man, like the wife, gave birth to two girls, gave birth to one boy, and told the woman to go again for the second son. So that one is not enough. Give me 2 sons.
see, Zina, I've shared it here on my one of my video. Recently, the lady they called you to come and marry somebody's husband. What was the first wife offense? She had two daughters, I think 3 daughters. Then you now you are coming to give birth to boys. Maka is from your village, can say aga nwoke. You now agree, and God cannot be mocked.
You
Okay,
be
The
Silver
surprised.
Rose,
That
look
girl,
at
same
that
we
man, the
all
girl,
know
same
the
man that
story
is
of
is
teaching the girl.
Chinonso Chisom Fainekayode. We know her story now,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes,
So
yes.
if people are wise, they should listen. They are seeing
Thank you.
everything written out there, but still they fall victim. This girl went into that relationship to produce sons. Look at today. She's not with her
See,
sons.
no, it's not even about that one. That one, God was merciful. God even gave her a son. This woman now that came said she came to give birth to boys for this one. She had two daughters. He now join. I was saying, nwa nwaanyị bụ nwa. Nwa nwaanyị bụ nwa. I was like, hold up, nwa nwaanyị bụ nwa, but you came to wreck somebody's marriage because
Mm-hmm.
it's from your village they are bringing boys. Now, nwa nwaanyị awụrụgo nwa. Why did you not tell the man that came to marry you at the first place that nwa nwaanyị bụ nwa? Why did you not sit him down and advise him? Now it's your turn. The cup has turned. You are now telling me nwa. You must remain there, and I'm praying that the man should even get the third one.
Of course he will.
Maybe
He's
chọrọ
still
ime
looking
nwunye
for a
di so
son.
that you definitely
you
will
might
get,
even
so
get a
that
girl
you know
from the
that one.
woman.
No, they might do selection like Fanika Yode did. It was
IVF.
selection they did all through the pregnancies. They wanted sons, and that's how they
I
got
don't know why
sons.
women will open their eyes and walk
You
into
go
the
through the some, you go through the like the hard like God, what people go through for IVF, you go through that so that you want so that you can get a son. Well, if you have the money, you can just do that.
let it be that I don't know, as in you deceived me. I didn't know that you are a married man, and now for later now saw that your family they based in abroad. This one I will go and be asking for forgiveness, but this one with your eyes
Story,
right there,
story, story.
they
They,
told you.
they, how will they deceive
Okay,
you?
ladies, Silver Rose, Zenny, and Zubi, my girl. I have to take my leave now. My kids are getting ready for school.
Thank you very
It's
much.
7 o'clock
So
now,
yeah,
so you guys should continue and have an
I
amazing day.
Thank you for coming.
All
Thank you
right,
so
thank
thank
much.
you,
you.
sis.
Wonderful. Thank you. We are glad to have you.
I
Thank you.
enjoyed having you here.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sweet. Thank you, sweetie. I love you guys. Ciao,
thank
ciao.
you. We love you
Love you
more.
too. Bye.
Simply Zina, the question they love true true.
I know they love now. I guess so hard.
You know they love you, they react. I know they let's
Oh my,
hear from you, simply Zina. Let's hear from you before you start your reaction video. Say something reasonable, if not, I'll react. I'll use it and do reaction. Why do
like,
you think married women cheat? We've been saying a
why
lot
do I
of things. We've said, yeah,
Well,
Hmm?
I did come here on time. Married women they cheat for so many reasons, but I think the top of my head is they cheat because they are lonely. You understand? They
loneliness.
are lonely, yeah, loneliness. You get me? It can be in different aspects. I can remember you guys talking about long distance marriage, all those that are doing abroad husband, abroad wife, yeah. So many of them cheat because of that. I'm even in that situation, but I'm not cheating. No, I just say I'm cheating. No.
As in, you are in long distance
Yeah,
marriage.
I'm a long distance marriage. Yeah, and then if I want to cheat, I can, and then nobody will know about it. Yeah, but that's one of the reasons married women cheat. Another one is neglect. They are being neglected by their spouses, by their husbands. You know,
Okay.
it can be because of work. Okay, let's take for example,
Godwin,
a woman just gave birth
under
and she's in a postpartum period. Yeah, the man does not want to. The man has his own work, and maybe the lady might feel like um you are not you're not like in my life, you're not taking care of the children, you're always going to work, this and this and that. But the man should like tell her that this is what is happening. You get me? And even if you are going to work, like show the wife the new mom or the second time mom that you are there for her, because most men they don't like the postpartum period, like they don't see the lady's emotion during the postpartum period. So the lady or the woman that just gave birth might feel that she's being neglected, meanwhile the man is just um going to find money, look for money for the wife, so she might feel neglected. So in that scenario they should have a talk together, Yeah, and the man should be willing to help her do one or two things, especially the abroad wives.
Sorry, please. Let me ask. Oh, sorry, Zina. There's something you said about men not wanting, not liking the postpartum period.
Yeah.
Why though? Why is it like that?
I don't know. It can be any like, during the postpartum period. Yeah, our hormones are not like the pregnancy hormone. The projection, the progesterone is still there. So you still have the symptoms that you had while you were pregnant. You have mood swing and just to say the least. You get, and most times men are being irritated by that. You get, and secondly, they might be overwhelmed of their new phase in life, especially first time fathers. You understand? So that can also help.
But
That can
it's not an
also
excuse. Oh.
no, that's
It's
what
not an
I'm
excuse.
saying. They should talk
I'm
to
I'm
talk to
just
your
I'm
wife.
looking at it. I'm looking at it from this aspect. I was
Okay.
thinking it would just be like during that postpartum period, the woman is not being herself, but she doesn't want to. She, some women they pass through baby blues,
Yes,
postpartum
yes, yes. The
depression,
part of the
and
even
all that.
psychosis. Yes.
Then the man, no, I don't know why you said the man is not liking postpartum period because okay, we are in this together. If you don't like it, me self, I don't even like it.
Just with some men
I'm
that they
not
don't,
getting enough sleep. You
yeah.
don't come and tell me that you don't like it. You get
Exactly.
so
Some men, yeah, they are what another their wives do not get enough sleep, but they still want to be intimate. You know that the wife do not does
what
not get
Guinea
enough
in
sleep.
inti
Yes,
Guinea,
they
excuse me,
want.
what
Yes,
place is
yes.
still healing and you are telling me inti and
Maybe
if
even
it's
after
ever
maybe
healing, the
even
rules are
after
the
maybe even after you build, like after you build, let's say after like 12 weeks or 16 weeks. They are still not getting
no no
enough
no
sleep.
if it's
Meaning
ever
that
healing, there's nothing
they'll be
like
giving
it.
face,
In
they'll be
that
giving
aspect
face
it should be the man. I think it should be the man that's feeling neglected now because the woman is showering the love on her child and
No,
herself.
the woman is
You need
feeling
enough time
neglected
to
because
give.
she's doing
See, if
everything
I tell
alone.
you, Oga, give me 6 months, I'm not, just give me 6 months. Do you know what it means to carry human being and pass through? Me that like telling stories, I've not come on my page to tell you guys my delivery stories. Like if I
Exactly.
think about it, the trauma alone is even shocking. I can't even open my
Like,
mouth.
yeah.
Then I'm telling you to give me time. You are feeling neglected. Like before you know it, you're not going.
Ah, wahala.
Exactly. You'll be surprised. Like some men are not, they are not, what's the word? They are not understanding. You get me? Yeah. So that's what I mean by they don't like the
Well,
postpartum period.
I think this area, there was a time somehow I got into, somebody was talking about it, so I was like, okay, you should give the woman time. And the guy said, hey, the guy said, if you give her like a month, that is okay. After all, it was both of you
After
that did it together. The times
after
she was screaming
which
and she was saying you should do it more, did she
I
not
beg
know?
you.
That's what I never hear. There's no nasty thing I've not heard. I'm like, okay, oh, no problem. See, the truth is, may God give people according to how they are. Because if you go and
Yeah,
marry
honestly.
somebody that does not
The people
understand you,
they can't hold themselves. They don't have self control. They don't have self control at
very
all.
true.
Do you know that when I went back to hospital after 6 weeks postpartum, the doctor was telling me, how is your act life? I was like, Oga, I don't understand. What are you saying?
Okay,
I
you
was
all
saying,
right?
no, the do, how is it? Is it painful? Is it? I say, Oga, don't even go there. Which do? Gini, I beg, I don't.
At least you had your own husband. Me, I was pregnant. I was pregnant in a long distance marriage. My husband did not see his child until after a year. You understand? Until after
I
a
was
year.
like, Oga, what are you? As the man was like, Madam, no, you mean your husband has been waiting for you for 6? I said, Oga, let him not wait. So that one concern him. Me, I've been waiting. Me myself. I came back home. I was telling my husband said, don't mind that doctor. Because, oh my,
Some doctors are just so like it's crazy.
no, 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 it's not.
There are some women they do it sharp sharp. After 3 weeks, they are ready.
Three guinea.
You see them, they get pregnant when that child is like 2 months.
Wait, how did the place heal? I don't understand.
You
I
know,
don't
as they know
understand.
that they give them 6 weeks, 6 weeks clearing, 6 weeks clear. Like you can do it for after 6 weeks. But the CS mothers, you can do it from 1 month. They are cool.
6 weeks is more than 1 month now.
No, that is for those that did the other delivery. You understand?
Hey,
VJ delivery. But for CS 1 month,
it's not me. It's not gonna
you can
happen.
go
It's
and
not
start some
me.
assaulting.
It's not me.
Nah, let me keep quiet and hear from married women. Una sigini na some assault. Hey,
Something like that really
Please,
doing.
because in that aspect,
I know of a friend,
it's still not it's still not an excuse for the man to cheat. To
I
okay,
have
go
a
and sit
friend,
down
I
and
have a
wait.
friend when I
Ah,
was doing my internship, medical internship. She said that she does not want to ever do VJ delivery at all. She wants to do only CS so that the husband will not go and do away match.
I beg
I
you,
like.
yeah, sekwa.
I beg you.
No,
Akwụkwọ.
her first child was through CS. After like 2 years or so, she gave birth another CS. She said she don't want to do video. That she wants that place to be intact. She wants to enjoy. She wants to be enjoying. Nothing should come out from that place. I say you have tried. Well done, man.
Thank you, Otrio. Thank you
I say
for
Man,
your
well done.
contribution.
a man that's even married a wife, a V, will still cheat. The man will still cheat. Talk
Yeah.
less of. Not be these ones where I get around me here. When my colleague they tell me say one month after he marry, say he go still go cheat. I bet tell me person wey don't make up in mind say he go cheat. That he might change later in
That's
life, but
what
he is sure
that's
that he go
what the
cheat.
man said. That's what the man said. The selfishness that is the head that is bringing. He's just being selfish. He doesn't care how the wife will feel. He doesn't care who is affected by his action of
That
any
one is
sort.
not
Like
selfishness. That one is inbuilt.
se-
Inbuilt. It's not
no,
even
no, it's
selfish.
not. He has already built that perception in his mind that 1 month after he wedding, you go and cheat for what? What are you looking? Like, is it that they shaped it differently? It's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. Don't come and be telling us you don't want to eat okra and eat egusi. We too, we don't want to eat
My
okra and eat
sister, people
egusi.
say that
Who,
I don't want to eat the
I
same
beg
soup.
you,
I don't
who
want to eat
want
the
to eat?
same.
Who want to be eating it? Even a babe, no, now even a baby, if you keep giving your baby pap, 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 sometimes the baby will just be like, mommy, I don't want. Nobody wants to eat one particular food the rest of their life. They should go and sit down. They should apply
What
self
of the
control.
breastfeeding mothers, exclusively breastfed mothers? And
That one
and
you
this is
not
not
no, no, that one you are not giving the baby anything. But this one, you are giving me breast, you are giving me water. Then you now want me. You now want me now to stick to one. These men is selfishness. So let me not just talk about them because I choose not to talk about reason why men cheat. Their own is between them and God. I'm talking to why married women will still go and cheat now. Like, is it not
another
that
reason why
that
my
thing
yeah,
that thing
okay.
outside that you're looking for outside? Why not teach your husband like, honey, let's do it like this, like that, so
You
that
just wanna say, where
no,
did you learn that thing from? Where did you learn it
see,
from? Where did you learn
no,
it from?
am
You
I not
ask you, where
reading
did you learn
books?
it from?
How do you mean where do I learn it from? Am I not reading books? Am I not seeing movie? What do you mean? I
Is
beg, go
that
and sit down.
what you
I'm
read it
supposed to be
before?
learning. Yes, yes, now I'm supposed to be learning. See, it's in the Bible, study to show thyself approved. You're supposed to learn. Read. There's
Sakam,
book in heaven, oh, in case you don't know.
Bonkwem.
There's book in heaven.
Hey, let me
If
go
you
my
doubt it,
phone.
there's a portion in the Bible that said he opened book upon the books of book, like all the books that are there. Then I saw the book open. If there's no book in heaven, where what are they opening? Abeg, I'm reading, I'm
You
learning,
know, yeah.
I'm
You
working
know,
on
yeah.
getting better. Don't come and tell me where did I learn it from. Oga,
You
I
know,
need to
yeah.
learn.
I was on someone's life, yeah. And she said that she's been married for years, let's say 7 years or thereabouts. And she was saying that when she got married newly, she wasn't enjoying the thing, yeah. Until after so many years, let's say after like 4 or 5 years, she opened up and said, Mr. Man, I know they too enjoy this thing, oh, do it this way, do it this way, do it that way. So most women, they are somehow they're not open yet once they get married. It takes them some time for them to be open to their partners and see this is how I want it, this is how I like it. That is why when another person comes, like when someone comes to them, they're like this. arms wide. They want to embrace that person because they know that my husband is not like that. I cannot get it the way I want it. You
For you to
understand?
not go there and waste time.
So,
Kind
and
of
some are not
crazy.
feeling love. Some women do not have
Now we
attention
go.
from their husband, so they want it from someone. Once you start chatting with small boys, so to say, you get
Chivalrous, please. I want to
What
get
will,
to somewhere. I'll be back.
okay, okay. What will make you as a married woman to go and be chatting with some boy? Some you do know the mistake that some of the married women make. They think they're supposed to discuss with their spouse, they're discussing it with people outside.
yeah. Do you know
They
why
are
they
not
don't?
having proper communication with
Yes,
their spouse. It's
yeah,
either because their
yeah,
spouse have shut them down, or because they feel that the man will not listen to me, or they feel that they are not. But all that excuses they are in the mind. Funny enough,
yeah.
what you are thinking that your spouse will say or something, he might not even say it.
It might not
So
be
men
so,
are
and
some of them are so occupied with
we have so much
paying bills and all that.
expectations. We have so much expectation on our spouses. Like
Someone's expectation
we,
in your head that you are not communicating from your man.
yes,
How do you expect the man to know it? Is the man a witch? As it
the
does he
man has
read mind?
superpowers.
I don't
I expect
understand.
you to love
Honestly,
me. Like,
there
why will
is
you hurt me when you don't want to say sorry? Some
no,
women are like
I
that.
I, I made I made a video on that.
Okay.
I was angry. I was angry at my husband. Like something that is naive about, like you don't even know. And I was like, this scripture that we are reading here, it talks to us at different points. When I was sitting down, I was just kind of meditating, telling God, you are the one that instituted marriage. You see what my husband is doing, this one, I don't like it. This portion of Bible, Matthew 7:7, acts just dropped in my heart, honestly. And when I met my husband, I was like, you're not supposed to be doing this like this. He said, I didn't know, sorry. Oh. The man was apologizing. I was just like, so I was angry for nothing. Like, I'm just angry at what I should have communicated to my
Yeah.
spouse, okay? So a lot of people are building castle in the air. I need my husband to do this. I want
Even
you
the
to come
men,
home by
even
this
the
time.
men do
I
the,
want
even
you
the
to do
men
this.
do that too.
Even the men are doing that. Then you're not
Yeah.
communicating, like you're not opening your mouth to talk. I don't know how you want me to know what is going on in your mind. So this issue of I was discussing to this person, it's because you're the one that allowed it. Why not discuss with your husband? Why not discuss with your spouse? Like bedroom talk, intimate talk, people should discuss. Anyway, let me not talk about that because funny enough, their marriage is still going. I don't know what they're discussing. I don't know how they're winging it. But me,
Yeah, but no, no,
my
do
lo-
you know
my
that
my
some
slogan
women,
my slogan is see something, say something. That's just me, and I'm trying to invite that on my spouse. That see something, say something, so that we'll understand each other. We'll be on the same page and kind of iron it out. Then we'll move on.
it's easier said than done. And some men they don't want to
See,
listen.
babe,
They,
it's easier
they
said
are
than done.
they
God
are
teaches to every
headstrong. They
man.
are
Finish it.
headstrong. Some men, their words, their bond. They don't want to listen. You do it my
No,
own way.
now
If not,
they have ego. They have ego. You don't expect to tell a man something today, and you start seeing changes the next day. You first of all sit down
you need
and,
to keep
and,
talking, and
and
they will see
think
that as
about it. You
nagging.
just be like, I'm going to
You know,
give you a say.
if
Is
you
it
keep
you now
talking, they
that is
see that
telling
as
me what I'm
nagging
doing?
now.
They will think about it first, but it's all good. So we've been able to establish some facts, which I'm kind of grateful for. And I just hope that anybody that will come across this video or this life will learn one or two that the reason why people, especially married women, cheat is selfishness, lack of communication, loneliness, negligence, abuse, lack of not getting enough due. I don't want to be calling names now. I don't know the one I will say. Whitey will flag that the video. So now, is there any solution to these things? Because we've mentioned it, there should be solution. If you have any
Okay,
solution
you
you can
can,
offer to some of
solution.
this,
The main solution is to communicate. The main solution is
what
to
and what
communicate.
qualifies as effective communication to you? Because some people they talk, it depends on
Okay.
what they are discussing. So what can qualify as effective communication?
You can understand that very well. You just say, honey, I only we need to talk. Because you know what's up here? Things that have not been talked about, they pile up. And when they've piled up, there'll be an outburst. Just imagine putting like water in a cup. Yeah. Once it is filled up, it starts pouring. So it is best for you to start communicating as soon as possible, ASAP. Anything that has wronged you, you start talking about it. But if you keep it, you are keeping grudges. Like, and then one day you can just, say, I beg, like I don't need you anymore. I'll be talking to someone on the side or by the side. I need real love. Meanwhile, you said I do in front of plenty people that you want to live your life with this man. It's not as if the man is treating you badly, but because of maybe one disagreement or the other that have led to so many disagreements, you now went to find love, infatuation from someone else. So I think the best that you can do is to start communicating as soon as possible from the first time that he annoyed you or you made yourself to be annoyed for no reason. Then, if it is now too much that you guys have not yet spoken about it, go and see a counselor. You understand? I believe that before you go and see a counselor, you should iron it out between yourselves, because most men don't like telling people their problems, even their parents. You get? They don't like sharing their wahala, their problem with people, which I feel is wrong. You get, but most times they just overlook things, they laugh about it and say, is it that small thing? You're keeping face like that? Is it that small thing? To you, it might feel like it is small, but to the lady, the thing is too big, you get. So they laugh over it or they play about it, you know what I mean, and then it is over. But in the woman's heart, the thing is still there, you get. So it's either you talk to God about it, who should be the first person to talk to. They always say, you get the triangle, God is above. So you go to him first. But if nothing is happening, because God cannot just come down and and do everything well for you. It's God that will use your heart and that of your husband, you get, to iron things out. If not, go and talk to someone that your husband respects, or yeah, his parents or a leader in the church. If that one people no gree, you go and see counselor now. If that one no gree, I don't know who else you want to see. I don't know who else you want to see. So the first thing is just communicate between the two people involved. Then, well, hey, yes, ask yourself what made me marry you? Why did I marry you? Because most couples they forget these things. You get, go back to the drawing board. What brought me here? When you figure out what brought you here, you can decide to go back and start afresh. That's what most couples forget. Even me, I will not say that my marriage is all rosy. My marriage is all fine and everything. You get, long distance marriage self has its own K-leg. So when things are not going as planned, yeah, go back to drawing board. Go back from day one. What made you like the guy? What made you fall in love? You get, discuss about it. Then you guys should reason together and bring that fire, make that fire to start burning again. That's it, really.
All
And
right.
then yeah, that's it.
Okay. We've been able to kind of still get solution to the issue at hand.
Yeah,
It's
but if it
just
is
us
cheating,
looking.
though, if it is cheating, my sister, run away. If it is cheating, because a repentant cheat, if you cannot repent, nothing you fit do, nothing you fit do. So if you don't want to have visitors in your house, the STI and the STDs, but find your way, unless you are for better for worse. You can carry one heavy visitor that is a virus. Na only you go die. Get. So run away. I tell people, you know, If your husband is an unrepentant cheat, run away. Run away. If you cannot run away initially, pray to God to well, God cannot even change him. He has to be the one to change himself. People will say when he marries, he will change. He will change in the next two
Not
months. He
true.
will change. He's not changing. Anybody changing. So you have to weigh your option. Like I always say, what am I gaining? If you're not getting something that will benefit you, please run away. Use domestic violence. I don't need to tell you guys to run away now. That one is that one is I mean, I have my own deal breaker in marriage. I cannot stay with you if you are if you are beating me. I cannot stay with you if you cheat. These two things, right? Yeah, moving forward.
Then, if they're beating you also,
We're moving for us here. You see my fine face. Then you come and give me one eye. So that's it. So women should be wiser, you get. But our women now, this generation, we don't take anything that we don't want. Most of us are wise. Okay, most of us are wise. That is why we hear divorce, like divorce are rampant. And I won't blame us, but some of us are going through bad things like being involved in a marriage that we're always like domestic violence marriage. Yeah. So in that aspect, you have to leave before you lose your life or you lose your limb or your eye or your mouth. Yeah. So that's it.
wow, you guys have been amazing so far, doing justice to this topic. I enjoyed it, honestly. I enjoyed it. And this guy is tired. This guy is tired. But we move. Then we've been able to establish some solutions now. Communicate, communicate, communicate. Don't even allow it to pile up. As soon as you're seeing something, communicate. I don't know if you
Yeah.
can hear me. I'm contemplating of ending the live because the gen is on, the noise and all that. Can you hear any noise?
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear the noise but at the background.
That's why I am thinking of quitting the
Okay,
or
okay.
ending the live because of the
Okay,
noise.
okay. I'll soon go sir to pick my daughter from school. Yeah. Not hearing you. Are you there? Like your network is bad. Are you there? Rose, Silver Rose.
Yes,
Okay. Like the network is bad or something.
yes.
Alright.
All right, Simply Zina, you guys have just been amazing. Thank you very much. And all the co-hosts that I had today. I enjoyed this topic. I hope to see you guys maybe next month with another interesting topic
Alright.
or anytime this month as the time permits us. Thank you very much. You are so beautiful.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye. Thank you very much.